Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Geekery, number 87. We're getting there. So, and hail to my panelists. So we've got the ever awesome Clobberin Times here.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
And we got Shrimp Lightning, aka Pat S. I don't have a Shrimp Lightning opening, I guess, but you look like Han Solo there. Yeah, you look like Han. I think I had a Star Wars thing here. Let's see.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
Oh wow! And I think I just got my first super chat, so this is pretty awesome. So
yeah, you did. Oh wow!
Wow!
Congratulations!
So you just click. Oh, there we go. Wow! So I got to screenshot that. So thank you so much, JT Kirk. Yeah, everyone. It's thanks to everyone here and Clobberin Times and Pat S. and he just gifted 5 memberships. My goodness gracious! So thank you so much. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean.
And the good part
I don't know what
is
to say. I'm speechless.
Yeah,
but,
he won't cash that, buddy. He's going to hang that on his wall.
Yeah. No, I mean this just really, really so nice. Just we do this for fun, but it's nice to get that little milestone recognition. It never hurts. So just really appreciate that. JT
Mark, if
Kirk.
I can help you sell this, would you tell us what some of your membership icons are? What cool things did you pick out?
Oh yeah, so we do have some cool one of them is clams, of course, right?
Ew.
So we do have clam. We've got a thing icon, right?
Makes sense.
We've got a doomsday machine icon, right? Oh, it's great. And we got let me check here. I've got to see what my other. I guess if I go into it, I can do my icons, right? I guess I'm guessing that's let's see if I click the add reaction. Okay, yeah. So here's the icons. We got a doomsday machine. We got a clam with a smiley face. We got the pirate thing, and we got a Batman thing. So here's the icons. I'll do them twice. Yep. So here we go. They're the custom. I guess depending on how many members you have, then you can get more icons. I guess, right?
That is correct, sir.
Right, and then you can also do GIFs too, I guess, right? Or GIFs or GIFs. I guess at some point I gotta probably.
I'm not sure. I've never worked with this, but I guess that's possible.
And let's go through and say hi to everyone in the chat. And so we got Maddie's daddy trying to get the Munchkin to sleep sometime this millennium, playing this by ear, so maybe we'll see him. Yep. And hello, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hail to Joseph Dredd. And
come the judge.
I am the law. I saw there was a judge card today. Yep. I am the geek law, says Judge. I love that. Yep. And then hail to the ever awesome J-Man.
J-Man. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night, buddy.
And now that Mark is monetized, I'm monetized. Does that mean I have to keep putting quarters in my HDMI slot to keep watching the live stream?
Yes,
you do. Only you do, Gio.
Only you
do. Only you do. Yeah. Yeah, only you. So as my dad always told me when I complained about like having to do things around the house, and Jeff knew my dad, he would always tell me the story about how he put, well, he was in Switzerland, but they had a radio. Think of this, a radio you had to put quarters in, or Swiss francs, I guess, to listen to the radio until the radio was paid for. So you got like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So I'd complain about like the stereo in the house. He's like, "Dad, we need a better stereo." He's like, "Let me tell you about the time we had to." Like he said, the first time when the guy took the payment box away, and he could just listen to the radio. It was so awesome.
That was the
And then-
AOL radio, guys. That it was invented in Switzerland.
Let me go through this chat. So Wagner says, "I should buy the Punisher from Marvel, so they don't want the character anymore." That's true. Yep. So
Hey guys, I got to drop. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, bud.
Okay. Yep.
Later.
Catch you in a bit. Thank you. Yep. Well, we got Brian Hepburn is here. I'm trying to get through this chat, and of course, Mr. Angel, and wow, the chat is rocking tonight, like it always is. Yep. And here's JT Kirk. I think I'm catching up now. Fiona's here. Hail to Fiona, and thank you so much, Fiona, for helping me. I know a bunch of you people out there put my some of my playlists on play to get me to 3,000 hours. So they have a lower level of monetization, which I never knew about, and until it popped up in my feed. So it's 500 viewers or subs and 3,000 watch hours. So Fiona helped me get that, especially, and thanks to everyone there. So let's see, we've got Dave C with the super chat. Thank you so much. Congrats, Mark. And then there was another super chat here that I want to get to too, from your Muslim uncle. So thank you to Dave, and he says, "Congrats, Mark. Just got belated present for my cousin. Night of the Living Dead screenplay signed by Russo and check signed by Romero. Wow." Collect Monimo. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Especially if you have a check. When you have a check signed by someone, that's got the authentication with it, right? Unless they had an assistant sign. I'm just kidding. But, it's always collecting checks are very, very cool from famous people. So that's awesome, man. Great movie. Scary stuff. But so thank you, JT Kirk, Dave C, and your Muslim uncle, my first three.
Yes, indeed.
So awesome. And the memberships that were gifted. That's much appreciated. It doesn't show up on it definitely doesn't show up on the stream card, but JT Kirk gifted 5 memberships. So thank you for that. And Apolly's Minion is here. Oh, she's
follow me.
7 away from 500 subs.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. So I don't know, check your earn tab in YouTube Studio. See me will improve that.
Watch hours.
Yeah, no, they do it different. I guess shorts don't count towards watch hours, and I think most of Apolly's Minions videos are shorts. I think so. You got to check that. So it was for me, it was like you need like not a million watch hours on shorts or something,
right?
Ridiculous. Yeah. So, but hopefully you can get that soon too. That'd be great. So everyone check out our favorite truck dog on the interwebs. I put her channel in the chat here. There we go. There we go. Oh, and Pat was saying before what we're going to offer on the channel. So I guess got to do some member chats, which is going to be or member streams, which should be fun, and just some behind the scenes stuff and member chats. And maybe do some food posts or things that maybe I don't want to have a video out there, but we'll try to do some things to make it worth your while. And the upper tier, I think I'm going to offer the Doomsday Machine and other things at a discount. So J-Man is saying shorts you need 10 million. Yeah, so you're telling me there's a chance, J-Man? Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Angel. And Zax. What's up, Zax?
Hey, Zax. So Mickey Rooney says, the once greatest movie star in Hollywood. He finally knew his time in the sun was over when he bounced the check. Ouch, yeah. That'll hurt, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Zax.
A term you notice you don't hear anymore. Bounce check.
Yeah. Do people write checks anymore?
You can.
Not that often,
I
right?
still have a checkbook, but I don't use it. You can, right? They still exist.
Yeah.
I would think.
But it's not very you
remember
going to the
Rich check? Yeah, I do that. So yeah.
Remember going to the grocery store and then writing, having to wait for someone, to get their their check
Mostly like for rents and bills and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But not everyone uses all the new generation all uses Venmo and PayPal, or was it Cash Pay or Cash App? Yep. Yeah, just what JT. I was just thinking that just then JT Kirk was, the old ladies in the grocery store, the really long line with them write the checks. Yeah, that always get you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Mickey Rooney, I guess, would write checks on that no one would cash them because they would put them in a frame on their wall. He never had any money in the account. Oh yeah, so the one person finally cashed the check. Well, my dad started his business. He has a check from Louis Marks from Marks Toys on the Big Wheel.
Oh wow!
So he's got that on his wall. So, which is pretty. We had that framed and up for. It's still up in the office. Yeah, never cash it, of course, right? Yeah. Hey, we've got Eric K here. The bronze.
Eric K, what's up, bro?
Oh, I hope you're doing okay. And yep, he's letting me know that J.K. Kirk gifted 5 memberships, which is awesome. Yeah,
excellent.
Thank you. Yep, I can't believe. Yeah, I never thought I'd get to that point, but with your help and everyone's help, yeah, got to that milestone.
Brother. You're there, bro.
Made it. Yep. And somebody, just kidding. No, Jeff was teasing me before. Like, I'm gonna get an ego, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. You guys know me. I have zero. I have no ego. Right? Where's that clip? I'm gonna play that. Yep.
Jim, you proceed from a false assumption. I'm a Vulcan. I have no ego to bruise.
Oh God, I love that clip. It's so good. Yeah. But we definitely don't play this clip after that. But
everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
Hey, don't talk about Mr. Spock that way. So, we're gonna be using those clips a lot. Yeah. So, do you have a good day today, Clobbering Times? You get to see your parents. I know some days you get some good food.
Man, thanks. I did. Yeah, it was pretty good. Same old, nothing spectacular. Just got to go see the folks. What about you? You had a West to me. You had to go sit through something.
I had a busy day today. I went to a car show today. Mm-hmm. So I'll show some pictures of some really awesome cars. One of them did have a cartoon character in it, Roadrunner. So the Superbird, if everyone sees that. But I'll go through flip. So I went to the car show for like 4 or 5 hours today, and then I went to see was it Across the Spider-Verse, into the Spider-Verse, or
Up the Spider-Verse, or
Up the Spider-Verse? Yeah, I liked it. That was pretty good. There's some. We'll do some non-spoilery.
Greatest movie I'll never see.
You'll never see it, right? Yep. Yeah. It was long though.
I hated the first one. So.
Yeah. So there's some things I liked about it and didn't like about it, but we'll talk about it in a second. But here's the other clip that I'm going to be playing a lot.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I'm an engineer, not a magician.
And then I was talking to Clobbering Times the other day. And I'm like, God, that we weren't discussing that we ever pack not to rate the episodes first to talk about. I'm like, but that actor, how'd they get an actor that looked just like Bill Mummy on the show? I'm like, it was a dead ringer for him, and you thought I was joking.
I thought you were kidding.
I wasn't kidding. I'm an idiot. Weird. So yeah,
I mean, just a brain fart. I guess you just never knew it was on there. It's not that unusual, although to think it looked like him, but wasn't. Remember, his hair's cut, and he's a lot older. Maybe you only threw him as young Will Robinson. And remember on Babylon 5, which we was on at the time,
he was in makeup, right?
He wore a big headpiece thingy because he was a Minbari. So
yeah.
Thank you, Fiona. By the way, Fiona said something very nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
There we go. Yep. Oh, and Polly's Minion. Oh, you only have 44 watch hours. I guess. Oh, that's just because of the darn shorts, I guess. Yeah. I guess. Yep. So that's the. But I guess once you get to 1,000, I think you can get. Hopefully, get there. We'll get you. Help you get over the top there. Yep. And Zach says he has a second channel he put shorts on. He got 8.4 million views in a month, and YouTube put the brakes on. I don't think they want people to hit that 10 million. Wow, you got 8.4 million hits in a month. Wow. Oh, and then it just slow. Yeah, because the algorithm, it just things can slow down. Yep.
Oh, they don't like. Yeah, they don't like that at all.
Yeah.
That'll not be a
Notice
concern for a channel like mine. So yeah,
yeah.
still recovering from last night. Oh, it was a great chat. Great people.
Yeah, that was a fun episode to discuss. That last episode was controversial on Caliburn Times and Raquel. Obviously, we all here know Saturday Night Star Trek. So, but it was some people gave it A's, some people gave it F's. So it was an interesting. What was the name of the episode?
The Siege at
Siege.
AR 558.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me.
War episode. Yeah.
Yeah, the war episode, the Private Ryan episode.
Yeah.
The Band of Brothers episode or whatever, which didn't belong in Star Trek, and you can't convince me otherwise. But yeah, I hated the first Spider-Verse movie, so I'm not going to be watching this one. But for those who did like the first one, everyone seems to like it, so maybe you'll like this one as well.
I thought this one was better in some ways. We'll get to that. Yeah.
Oh, look, I know 3 people on the planet that hate it, and
you're one of them.
you know all 3 of them as well. Me and Tom and Lord Toth.
Yeah, that's
We're the only ones that hate that movie. Everyone else loves it, so don't listen to us. I mean,
yeah.
I'm so sick of the multi-universe crap. All those other Spider-Man. I can't stand Miles Morales, what they did to Peter Parker in the first one. Everything. So I like Spider-Man Noir, and seeing Peter Parker was kind of funny, but
yeah. Now, come on, Jeff. You don't like Spider-Ham? Come on.
I like Spider-Ham just because
everyone likes Spider-Ham. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I understand why he wouldn't though.
Yeah. The movie, and then I went to the.
Look at that.
What?
J-Man, thank you, buddy. Glad somebody else. Look, you and Sean hated also. Thank you. You're talking about the first movie. Anyway,
okay. First movie. No, all good. Yep. What was I saying? Yeah, the movie was pretty darn long, and then we went to the IMAX theater. It's like a mini IMAX. It's not like this, like 5-story tall IMAX, but they call it a IMAX. It's really like just a little bit bigger than a regular movie theater. You wouldn't even know it was an IMAX unless they said it. But the picture's a little bit brighter and better quality. But I'm used to going to the. You got to say Dobley if you know Spinal Tap. It's Dolby, the Dobley theater.
Dobley.
Yeah. And I'm used to. I'm again spoiled now with the auto recliner seats. It's
like this, huh?
Yeah. So I'm sitting in the regular seats. I mean, they're back in the day they were like amazing seats because they like lean back and you can stretch out them. And but yeah, it was. I'm like it's a 2-hour 45-minute movie, but it's with the preview. So now we go late now too because of the preview. So
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. You didn't get your check back from Krusty the Clown. Yep.
The check's in the mail. Hey, you're
check's
beautiful.
In the mail. Yep.
Look at Lisa's here.
Oh, Lisa's here. Great.
Lisa.
Hail to Lisa. You want to make sure I don't miss anyone here. Oh, Gap is here. Great. Yep. Hello, Gap. Yep. That's hello all. Yep. So I guess I can show some car pictures first.
Okay. Good night, J-Man.
Good night, J-Man. Yep. Thank you for being here. Yep. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great week.
Cars.
You want to?
It's up to you, bro. Yeah.
We could do car.
We're geekery. We're casual.
Yeah. Unless, hey, Real Wade Nation, how's it going? Unless people really want to talk about Into the Spideyverse first. It's
Who? What nation?
Real Wade Nation Gaming. So Wade, yep. How's it going, Wade?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him pop in.
Oh, he's back in the right here. Here we go. Oh, there's Wade's.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
Yep.
Either way.
So let's see here. I'll get some car pictures up here. Well, I got some Spidey pictures, but I better not show those. I'll get in trouble. I took pictures at the end of the movie, but you don't want to get zinged by that. Yep. They did have, all right, spoiler, they did have a Lego Spider-Man in it, which was really awesome. I love seeing that. Yeah. Lego Spider-Man. That was pretty cool. All right, well, let's get to the car. We'll do some quick car photos. I'll try to go through them because it's a lot of fun. Cars Car's good, right?
We all like cars,
Yep.
I guess.
So here we go. Let's. So this is a Greenwich car show. It's down there on the water, so it's a really nice park. Park there. There's plenty of parking, which is good. Let's see if we make what's. There we go. That's good. Yep. So they had what was cool. You could actually Haggerty, excuse me, the car one of the car companies there. You could actually sign up to like drive one of these cool old cars. And if you had to pay for it, yeah, 3 pedals, no problem, right? So this was in the parking lot across the street, I guess. So you could drive one of these cool GTOs or the Lincoln Continental with the self-deletion doors. Yep. Oh, JT Kirk is it your dad that works for GM? I think he said. Yeah. Yeah, cars like Speed McQueen. Yeah. And he's saying
Yes.
GM vehicles
So
only.
yes.
Yep,
Yes. We don't want to found on the road dead or fix or repair daily like Fords.
Yeah. So yeah, it says 3rd generation GM. All right, sorry about the Ford there. Another Ford Bronco there, and
That's okay.
It's amazing how popular the Bronco has gotten. That
Nice. That's
they
nice.
got the car. That's nice,
beautiful.
isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
But like
good
back
Lord,
in,
I love that.
but back in the day, no one wanted that car, though. I mean, I'm not saying no one wanted. I should say like you can get them for cheap. But I should rephrase that. Like in the '80s, you can get one of these Broncos for pretty darn cheap. 80s, 90s. I think that's a 70s. Looks like a 70s. I'm not a big Bronco expert, but it looks like a car from the 70s. So I'll just flip
Now
through.
we're seeing better.
There we go. Yeah, make it full screen. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, these are just the cars driving by at the car show. Are nice. So.
Yeah, but that's look a badass one right there.
Oh, is it bad? That's a Corvette. Is it a Corvette or is that a?
I don't think so.
No, it's a Maserati. That's a Maserati. Yeah.
My brother's got one of those on his lot.
Sometimes the parking lot is just as good as the car show. Everyone drives their fancy cars there. Yeah. And if anyone wants to get the program, I'll leave this up for a second so you can scan that.
I'm sure you got it, right?
I downloaded it and I asked you could buy it for $5, and then they were sold out of them. I should have bought it I didn't want to carry it around all day. I should have bought it right when I got there. So.
Jeff, gotta love late '80s Broncos. White Ford Bronco comes with a fake beard and 10,000 in cash.
Right?
Wonder what that's a reference to.
I don't know. It's probably something. Probably, yeah. JT Kirk.
I wonder, Pat.
Right.
Yo, buddy.
There's Pat. Yep.
Same time
we did it at the same time. Yep.
Sorry, Pat.
My Maserati does 185.
What?
My Maserati does 185.
Cool.
That is a Joe Walsh reference, Claudia. I'm not a fan of the Eagles, but I do like Joe.
Joe Walsh.
Look at that. You can get a McLaren with a cool, funky paint job.
Look at that. That's weird.
Nice.
Right.
So, Mark, they have cars all the way back from like the 1910s all the way up to.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, and I'll go into my Lightroom. These are just the ones I took on my phone. And then
I like that color for some reason.
It is nice, yeah. Isn't it nice? Yeah.
It is.
And then if you want to buy it, you could scan it here, I guess, right? It goes 250 miles an hour. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Yeah. The Speedtail McLaren. So
I'm trying to see that. Oh, okay. Can't see that. Okay. Nice.
Well, yeah, I was trying to get how much it costs, but yeah.
Oh my.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice vehicular there. Wow, weird.
Yeah, pretty
I don't like the color though. I don't like those colors too much.
I guess that's like a show car thing, but if someone put it in my driveway, that's more of a normal.
That was nicer. Yeah.
Yeah, but they must do that for the show, show car stuff to have something to show off there. Yep.
Did you ever hear the story of when after they had finished Grown Ups, either 1 or 2 or whatever, Adam Sandler had bought the cast, the guys from the cast, all like Lamborghinis or something. So Chris
Oh
Rock
wow.
called up, Chris Rock called up David Spader, and he's like, "Hey, dude, go out in the front. There's something for you." And he walked out, and he saw like a Lamborghini, and he was like, "They're like, Adam Sandler told us to bring it here." So he's like, "Why is Adam Sandler storing his car at my house?" And he find out like Chris Rock called him back up, and he was like, "Dude, I can't believe Adam Sandler bought his cars," and he's like, "I got a Honda Accord. What did you get?"
Whoa.
Which no, it wasn't
Oops.
true, Glob. He was messing with him. He got a Lamborghini.
It's
Too.
messing-
Of course. Isn't it weird that Porsche is now making like they're making they're making utilities,
Yeah, big,
Yeah.
kind of
See that
big
utility, that
SUVs
four-door?
too. Yeah,
making an SUV Porsche.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari
Was
one,
that a
and this
Ferrari
is
one?
cool. There,
Was
well,
that a
there's a
Ferrari?
Ferrari
Okay.
one. No, but this was actually you could make your own Bronco, or I guess here, or you can make your own old car again, new car again. Yeah, which is pretty cool. You could scan there. Yep. So you could get one of these old,
Oh,
and then they'll make them.
Mercedes.
I guess they take the old cars and fix them up, but those are the old cool, Mercedes Jeep, basically, or truck.
yeah.
Yep. It's just pretty wild. Yeah.
Man, the original Bronco was so cool. Not the Bronco 2. The Bronco 2s were cool too, but they were really dangerous. But the old big Broncos, those were so
those
nice.
big bastards. Oh, I love them, man. You had quite.
Yeah.
My dad had a car lot back then, and all throughout the 70s and 80s. So we had all kind of different cars and stuff on there. All the hired out stuff. And, yeah. So
Do you remember how you got in the back seat of those Broncs, Clobby, on the 2 doors?
you put the seat down on the front.
They
right?
had no, it was more than that. If I remember right, didn't the whole seat itself like go forward, like not just like the back of the seat, but like the whole front of the seat
Could
and all
be.
too? It was almost like on a hinge. Like I distinctly remember that as a kid. They were so cool.
I remember, but I think so.
The boys
this
bought
is
a cool.
Did you tweet
Okay,
this out?
Mark, I'm sorry.
Mark?
Oh no, it's okay. I was just gonna say this has some audio too, but I reshared it.
Did you
So.
tweet the show out?
I just tweeted it out again. Yep. So this is like a super duper simulator, which is pretty. I have no idea what it costs to put in your house, but it must be pretty cool. Yeah. So it has it moves all the different axes, just like a flight simulator with the 3 monitors. And looks.
Did you
pretty-
try it?
Nah, I was leaving at the time. I'm like, let me get out of here. But it looked pretty wild. I mean, it looks awesome. God,
So what did you end up buying?
I bought nothing. I just the ticket. Oh no, actually, I did buy a pulled pork sandwich, and I bought a chocolate eclair from ice cream from the Good Humor truck. I love those old Good Humor trucks.
Nice.
Yep.
No drink?
I did. I brought my own drink. I'm very frugal.
Yeah,
No.
we could tell.
I brought my water bottle with some juice in it. Yep.
Nice.
You gotta save that money for action figures.
Absolutely.
So if anyone wants to scan
Gotta have
this, I
priorities,
guess
my friend.
Simcraft. Yep. Apex Pro Racing Simulator. Was a new movie coming out with it's a video game. Kid plays a video game and then ends up driving a race car. Gran Turismo, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And this car, I'm gonna Clobber Times and I think we need to all get one of these, right, and drive these around.
Do we? Sure. You're the boss. This is your channel, so you're the boss. Okay, I'll go along with it.
Yeah. It's a for sale, right? Little beach cars. Yep. I don't know if I'd fit
like
in
I
it.
could fit in that. Yeah, I wouldn't fit.
Yeah,
You might, but I wouldn't.
I don't think I'd fit either. Clobber Times. Yeah. So
If you wouldn't, I damn sure wouldn't.
yeah, and that's like a Gilligan's Island car. They're cute, but yeah, look at the straw seats and I know someone who has this in town. They drive it to the beach, I guess, or it's
So you've seen these?
Looks like a real fancy golf cart.
yeah. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. Oh, it's Jollies, Hampton Jollies. Yep, for sale. So contact
Nice.
Zach Bongiorno. There you go. Carriage House Motor Cars. Yep, Hampton Jollies. Yep. So if you have a place on the Hamptons, I guess you got to get one of these. Yeah.
I do not.
You do
I
not.
don't think I could afford the saltwater taffy in the Hamptons. That's
Yet.
Oh, tilt-a-weight
he's
there.
looking at some. Hey,
That's my good friend Brian. Yeah, so V8 in here, Brian. Yeah, tilt-a-weight. That's from the wizardry game. That was the best spell. Did 10 to 100 damage. The best spell in the game, wizardry. Look at that
boy.
car.
wow.
Nice.
Very
Gorgeous.
purple.
Yep. Where's Purple Valkyrie? Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen her in ages.
She would like
Yeah,
that.
me
car,
either,
right?
man. I can't tell you the last time she did a stream that I knew of.
I don't think she's a stream for. I need to have to check in on her. So what do we have here?
Plymouth Cuda,
Plymouth?
1970, I think. I think it was a 74.
Yeah,
If I'm going on.
if you want to go back, we can see it.
Yeah, it's really tough to. I didn't zoom in on that one, but the PDF tells you all
Plymouth,
the.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it was
Gotcha.
70 or 74.
It's from Hawaii.
Yeah, it's gorgeous core. Yeah.
Love the one that what's that next to it? That's an old.
That's a GT.
It's an old It's like an old
GTX.
Olds.
I probably have it the
Cutlass?
next.
Oh,
I didn't-
wow!
I-
Look at that.
Now, everyone guess. This is another Gilligan's Island car.
Yep, it's a boat
Look
car.
at that.
That's got a propeller.
A boat
Sucker's
car.
got propellers. Amphicar. Yep. So it was a 770. So 7 knots in the water, 70 knots on the ground. Yep.
Waggle.
So it's a
Weird.
really amazing car. Yep.
What
And I
in
guess
the-
he's got like a GPS in there now if he's on the water. We can take that car on the water. That's 7 knots. Yep. Which is amazing. There's not
Look,
that
it's
many
got
of them left that are running.
Yeah, it's got a boat registry on it.
Yeah, you got to, I guess, right?
Maybe.
Amphicar. Very cool vehicle.
Did you see any old Willies?
There are some old. Yep. There was an old
God, I
Willie next
love
to this
those
car.
things, man.
This
What's
car
that? A
is pretty darn
22,
cool.
huh?
I think it. Yeah, I think it said it was a 22. Yeah, look how cool this car is. Oh, God.
Wow.
Only James Bond has a car that converts to the plane, right? They didn't have one there. Actually, a few years ago, I think they did have one.
Well, he had an underwater car.
He sure did. One of them that was
Yeah.
made out of like fiberglass
love
and
me.
plywood, but yeah.
That picture came out. This picture came out really cool.
That is a good picture.
Is that a good picture? Yeah.
Yeah.
The skull there. Yep. I tweeted that one out. That one looks good.
Oh.
A steam car.
Wow, he saved some money on gas.
Yeah, except it takes like a half hour to get going. You know who was walking around there? Remember American Choppers with Junior and the dad that they would always argue? Paul,
Mhm.
what was their name? Yeah, he was there.
Oh yeah.
Almost said
what
hi
was
to
it?
him.
Something
Paul Tuttle
'cause-
Jr.
Yeah. Orange County Choppers, maybe.
Arch
Is
County
that it?
Choppers. Yep, yep.
Okay.
On Long Island. Yep. So people were getting scared too. They're like, I don't want to get too close to this. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, do they have to add any kind of like additive to the old cars that used to run off of leaded fuel, or?
Oh yeah, I do that with my old car. Yeah, there's some. It's STP makes when there's a bunch of. Oh, then the car's making this noise. It's like it's not going to explode, is it? Yeah, there's a bunch of lead additives you can make, or you could change the valve seals on your seats on your car too if you had. To.
Okay.
Yeah, so these cars are not get up and go right away. It's like, that's gonna take a while.
Slower times.
Yes, sir.
They didn't have a hand crank on them.
This is steam. It's a steam machine.
No,
So
okay,
there's a
okay.
gas. I guess there's gas that heats up. I should ask the guy. It's not. I think there's a gas burner that heats up the steam, and then you've got it. It takes about 20 minutes. I've seen the guy drive him at last year's show. It was pretty cool, and makes a cool sound when it's going. That's
Yeah,
all.
this
Yeah,
looks like the beginner speed racer.
yeah. I mean, it's
yeah,
beautiful
okay,
pieces
that's
of
right.
work.
That car, yeah.
And it's just, I mean, the craftsmanship too, the guys that keep these cars, guys and gals that keep these cars going. I mean, everything's perfect. It drives me crazy when I see it, like how beautiful everything looks. Like, it's
Yeah.
probably, some of it's probably better than brand new, I bet.
I worked for a guy that owned about 40 old cars. He not owned. He's still alive and still has a big construction company in Metro New Orleans, and he has a place like right off of the Intercoastal Canal, and it's just like a museum on the inside. It's amazing. There you go, a Roadrunner,
There we go.
little Plymouth, right?
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
Superbird. Yep.
Nice.
Roadrunner.
Catches you, you through.
That's cute.
It's a pretty big spoiler.
Superbird.
And those
yeah.
decals were original, right, Mark? I mean, those might not be the
Yeah,
original ones, but that's
well,
what used to
knowing
come
this
on.
guy probably is, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's signed. I couldn't tell who that was signed by, but
Poor little Roadrunner never bothers anyone.
yeah.
And
I
that
don't think they
old
made that
sweeter,
many.
crazy clown. Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't think they made many of these. I'm not an
No,
expert on these
no.
Plymouths, but I think this was like basically like a Plymouth supercar back then. Yep.
That spoiler might not be that necessary to be that big. You know what I mean? That might be a little overkill.
I think Richard Petty wanted one of these. So now this is for every mom that needs to pick up their kids at school. I was joking because like everyone's got these big trucks now or Suburbans to pick up the kids. Yep.
Yep.
Now
So
look
bring
at the two wheels.
The whole soccer team to.
Yeah, you cannot mention you're building an Eleanor because they own the trademark to that, even though the Eleanor does not exist as a actual Ford Mustang, never existed. But the guy trademarked it, so that's why people are building stuff and calling them Eleanors, and they can't. Yeah, they actually come. They claim the car, so it's like you don't ever say you're making Eleanor. Yep.
Did they have one of Tucker's cars?
No Tucker car here. No. I thought you meant Tucker Carlson. I'm like, what? Tucker Carlson?
Yeah.
I saw one time when
you said that.
They've had one here.
First, sorry.
I did. They have had one at the show a couple years ago. I did get some pictures of.
There weren't too many made in the first place.
No, I think like 25. If I'm not
or
mistaken.
100
or 100. I thought. What was the name of the car? What did they call it?
Torpedo.
The torpedo. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that third headlight.
That was a pretty good movie they made about it.
Yeah, and they say it was mostly true. Like that guy really got like kind of screwed over by the government. Wow, big shock, right? But
it was a shocker.
Yeah, they said he would have really revolutionized the,
Yep.
I don't know how true that is. They also say that they, kind of ended the guy who invented a car that ran off of water. Remember that? He had an engine that.
Yeah.
The water engine. Yep. Aquaman made it. Yep.
Yeah, nobody's gotten it back 50 years later. Now, what name brand is this, Mark? Because that's not an Indian or a Harley.
No, that's a 1949 Gilera Saturno Sport. And so I have my dad used to race that motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
So I have that's the one he had, or basically the model that he had, although he had his souped up for racing. And I was trying to get in touch with the owner, and the owner wasn't that, part of the fun of these shows is going to talk to the owners that are sitting there, and they love hanging out with people. And I did talk to a lot of the motorcycle guys, but I talked to the owner of this one. Just had it shipped up from Florida to be in the show, so unfortunately it wasn't there. But I gave him my card to talk to him. Yep,
those are kind of cool. So what kind of car do you remember? What kind of bike T.S. Lawrence was on when he crashed?
He was on a, I want to say Brow Superior or Vincent, but I think it was a Brow Superior. But someone in the chat could help me out, and I should know that because there are a ton of British bikes here. But
yeah, I was asking because man, they showed. Did you ever see a picture of that bike? Like I hate to be morbid, but man, the bike probably could have been fixed. I mean, I could see why you wouldn't want to, or maybe it's a historic. You know, I wish somebody maybe would have had the foresight to keep it or something like that. But you would think that with that kind of an accident, it'd have been all mangled and everything, but it actually looked like it was in pretty good shape. I'm sure he probably passed because of being thrown and how he landed and all would be my guess. You know.
Thank you, GF. Yeah, the Brow Superior S100. Yep, that's what I thought it was a Brow Superior, and there was a Brow Superior there at the show. But
gosh,
yeah, actually, my dad saw someone die in the
man.
Vincent. Yeah, my dad saw someone die on the Vincent. So they were at a race and a guy crashed, and the Vincent was was considered the fastest, like the super bike at the time, British bike with a huge engine. It did set a lot of speed records, and the guy said, "Oh, I can take that turn at 80 miles an hour or 80 in my Vincent, or probably was 100 kilometers an hour." And the Vincent could go fast straight, but had horrible suspension. Don't get mad at me, Vincent owners. But so my dad just said the guy went around the turn, wiped out, went at a brick wall, and got killed. Yep. Vincent Black Shadow. Yep. And Eric K is a bike guy too. I know. So I do have some pictures of the Black Shadow. Yep. That was there. Yep. That's just not too exciting. The parking lot. Yep. There's a car. Just driving by, right? Not on the show, but driving by. Yep. I'll show I have another. There's a Humvee. That's more.
I think we should go to that show together in a beat up LTD.
Like
two mismatched
beat up
doors.
car. Yep.
Yeah. I had an LTD, a couple of them.
Did you buy them at police auctions?
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy them at police auctions?
No.
Okay.
Remember, we grew up in the car business.
That's right.
The wall was okay, Phantom. Yep. And my dad saw too many people get killed that he gave up racing. He's like, "That's it." Yep. Those are the first picture I took in the parking lot. McFly's one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So let me go to. I got a ton of it. We'll skim through them because it's probably I got so many pictures here, but I took 500 pictures, so we don't have time to go look at 500 pictures. But we'll go through a few of the highlights. Or let me bring this over to this side here. Let's see.
The good news is it's not just cars, guys. Some of it's pulled pork sandwiches.
Not too many pulled pork sandwiches.
What about chicks? Any chicks there? Any like hot chicks in the car?
Yeah, they should be, huh?
I don't know. I was there just to see the cars.
Okay, sure.
Famous last words, right? Yeah. All right.
So that's my candy there.
Well, this is all the eye candy I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any other eye candy yet. So let me hide these panels here. Let's see, how do I get this? Let me bring that back. See how I get rid of that side panel. This is where I edit the photos. So let's see.
Me too, Fiona. Thanks a lot, Mark. Now we want pulled pork.
Sorry, yeah.
We got a big pork one in the freezer too. We can make a lot of sandwiches with that. I was just thinking.
Cut it out. I'm just kidding.
Always got to talk about the food, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I get? I think that. Oh, there we go. There. That's how I hide that. Okay. Yep. Could they make that button any smaller? So there's that Gilera. And I'll just go. We saw enough of the Gilera, but I actually have two of these bikes. I have a racing version, the actual racing version, and then my dad's got a 52. So they had this crazy suspension on the earlier bikes, the parallelogram suspension, this front suspension. The later ones look more like a regular bike. But it's always helpful to take a lot of pictures too, so you can see, how the bike's supposed to be put together. So I took probably way too many pictures of that that bike. But you don't see that. They only made 6,000 of them over 10 years, so you don't see that. You don't see that many. So let's see. Here's the other motorcycle. Look at that. This is the AJS Porcupine.
Are you under the impression we're seeing something?
Oh, yeah, I was. Because I'm a boomer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we
boomer?
weren't.
Share
I
screen.
thought you were
Yeah,
prepping
thank you,
them, I'm
Eric.
sorry.
I didn't. I wasn't sure about that until you
Yeah. There we
said
go. Well, you
that
didn't miss
last
much because it was
thing.
just showing the old yeah. But God, you think I'd be doing
was
this
my
long
fault.
enough?
No,
Yep,
dude,
no.
are you kidding me? You know how long I've been doing it, and I can't get it right.
Thank you, Eric. At least you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
I always remember Eric coming to the stream like, no one can hear you.
It's not
I've
like
been talking for 20 minutes.
It's not like we caught on to it, is it? So I mean,
I think Eric has a Ducati, right, Eric? Do you have a? Yeah, it's a bimoto. Yep.
thought this was a car show.
Well, this is just a little circle of motorcycles.
I know.
Yeah, there's a Porcupine. Yeah, the AJS Porcupine, very famous racing bike. Yep, as they called it the Porcupine because of the fins there. Look at the tank. Crazy British bike, but gorgeous. Yep. So it's Team Obsolete. E95 Porcupine, 1952, not 92. Yep. John Player Norton, famous racer. Nice British bike there. Classic. Yep. Another Porcupine. Another view of it. Yep. So Team Obsolete, if you want to find out more information. And they race all these. Bob McIntyre also raced Polaris, famous racing racer. Yep. Oh, I was using mental projection. I'm glad that worked. Yep. Look at the tank on that bike. Yeah. Just amazing. And they try to keep it original too. They don't redo it.
Yeah, that's a big thing down here. Somebody will get a truck with a good paint job. They'll even though it's real old and it's never been repainted, they'll put clear coat over it to
preserve it, right? Yeah.
To say it, yeah.
That won an award. Let me zoom out here. So we always have to show motorcycles here because there's the Vincent. Yep, HRD. That's not the Black Shadow, but that's the HRD Vincent. Different model of Vincent, but still pretty wild. Yep. Series A, 1937. Yep. Yeah, it's one of the most coveted motorcycles in the world. Original one of 78 produced between 36 and 39. It was the fastest motorcycle of its time. So that's I even want to guess how much that's worth. Maybe like $600,000 to $1 million, maybe more than $1 million. I don't know. Yep. Just and it's gorgeous. Look at the shape that it's in. It's just perfect. Yeah. Complicated machine to keep running too. Here's the Brow Superior. So is that the S? Yeah, this is the one that. There we go. See, ask and we deliver here. That's the one that unfortunately Lawrence of Arabia lost his life on. But look how modern.
What a interesting, cool way to start a movie though too. With that flashback technique.
Yeah.
And when you think back at 62, I mean, that was a pretty new concept. I don't know if anybody had really done it like that before. So.
Yeah, Eric K says, yep, he has a Ducati. Yep. So I know, sorry, I took too many pictures of the motorcycles, but yeah.
Sorry.
Well, this is a cool car I've never seen before. A Cheetah prototype. That's what's really cool here. This is supposed to compete against the Cobra, and this is Chevy. So this is GM stuff here. Here's their GM stuff. Look how cool that car looks.
Wow.
And they made 15 of them.
Oh my! Is that all?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It does. Looks like a baby. Looks like a baby Corvette.
Yeah.
So they made how many?
I remember that there was also a Corvair. Remember that?
Yeah, my dad had a Corvair. Yep. Oh, 16 vehicles they made. Yep.
Yep. Well, I mean, just like I always had the off-brand, dude. Like all the cool kids had a Mustang, not me. I had
a Corvair.
No, I had a Maverick.
The Maverick.
That's cool.
I wish I'd have kept it, dude. That was the best car. I mean, I'd still be driving it, honestly. It was a really good car.
I like that.
Look how cool this car is. I mean,
man, how tiny do you have to be to get in that sucker?
A little bit.
I guess I go on a diet, but yeah,
Tom Cruise.
I would have bought that if I fit in it.
Dude, diet has nothing to do with it. You're too tall.
Too tall, right? Yeah. But it looks great. Yeah.
No tall dudes getting in there. Like a freaking jockey.
Though I will
Look
say
what the tire is. There's no place for the spare, so they had to put it in the back.
Yeah.
That looks like crap having it there. Not that you can put it anywhere else. There's no trunk.
Right. Yeah.
I guess the engine's in the back, maybe.
I think it's mid-engine.
The front's got
it's
a
almost
boot.
like a mid-engine. Yep.
It's a mid-engine,
sometimes they have like a little teeny boot in there, like just a tiny. Okay. There's a
Bach Mano R. Whoa.
Yeah, you're not taking the date out on that one. Yeah, look how low it is to the ground. Yeah.
That's a go-kart right there. Too bad you don't have a KAR 120C. The prisoner's car, you know?
Yeah, the prisoner car, right? Yeah.
Lotus 7.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous car. Cool. Yeah. And then today, normally I do better with like people not walking in front of me when I'm taking my pictures.
Of course.
Every time I went to take a picture, you can't expect people to get out of your way. But it was like every time,
of course,
is the GT40. Like people walked right in front. I was like, come on. Yeah, it was just bad luck. It was like every time someone went there, I was like,
you went by yourself, or all of you went
by myself? Yeah, because I just love to spend a lot of time with the cars. So
nobody else wanted to go just and look at cars.
No. My kid maybe would have gone, but then he went with someone else. That's the original GT40.
That's hurtful.
Amazing. Well, it's okay. For me, I like Raquel and I joke about this too. Like I like to read everything and just spend. So it's like, something like that. It's like, no, that picture came out good. Yeah. It's
Mark,
like
will you go to a movie by yourself?
I've done it before. Yep.
So I used to hate that.
Right?
I used to make
all the time.
I used to make fun of people all the time. I love going to a movie by myself.
I love going by myself. I mean, not that I necessity. If somebody wants to go, that's cool. But
right,
I go to by myself all the time, or used to. When I would go to movies a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were going through like, what do you guys want to see this summer? Like we always used to do since we were teenagers. Because I'm still friends with some of those guys, and there's like Mission Impossible was the only thing 3 of us could agree on that we'll go see.
I would when I was, when I've had like certain night jobs, I'd go on pick like a Tuesday or Wednesday in the morning to go by myself when nobody's at the freaking theater. I used to like to do that.
That's nice. It was only like $4. Yeah.
And I like museums. I'd love to go to some. I've been to a museum in a while, but when I used to, at the time I back in like 1984 when I got to go to the Smithsonian, I just spent hours and hours in the Air and Space Museum alone, like all day.
Oh yeah,
all day.
Dude, the portrait gallery blew me away. We did 2 days in the portrait gallery. We liked it so much. We went back.
Yeah,
Jaguar. Yep. Which one
I got to see
the Jaguar.
I got to see the Enterprise when I went there, of course. And that was 1984. Yeah, that's beautiful
cool.
right there.
Did you see Archie Bunker's chair? The Fonzie's jacket?
Probably.
Fonzie's jacket was gone when we went.
I don't think they were there when I went, if I remember right, because this was 1984. But I don't know.
Claude, you ever go to...
That's not the prison at Atlanta?
No, we had a Lotus 7.
A Lotus 7, okay. Lotus 7, yeah.
That's cool.
KAI.
Nice MG.
120C. Beautiful.
You ever go to the World War II Museum? They just changed up the Pacific side about a year ago, dude.
It's been about really 20 years, but I'd love it. Or whatever it first opened, But I want to go back. I hear it's amazing.
It is. It's the Pacific Theater side's really cool too. You know.
They used to have a right across from it. There used to be or not too far from it, a Confederate museum, which I think they got rid of.
Yeah, that's no longer open to the public.
Yeah,
the nice, Old Mint, dude. The Old Mint was a museum.
Yeah.
They still have the cannons out front.
But yeah, D-Day Museum. Oh my gosh, that's just. Have you been, Mark, to that?
No, I haven't been to that one. No, that sounds amazing. Yep.
You'd love it, man. You can spend there all day in that sucker.
Well, that's what Lisa was saying too. Like I end up taking the photos of all the plaques because I like to read everything, and I drive the family crazy. And Raquel and I were joking about that too, like because you want to read everything and learn everything, and or something like this where like you just want, like, say I want to spend. This car was gorgeous. This car is just so gorgeous. Maserati, it won an award. I might want to spend an extra 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm the kind of person who always wants to be really nice to someone, considerate of who I'm with. So, like, what if this is boring? I don't want to like hold someone up. So, not that I have gone with friends to the show, but it's kind of tough when you're, you want to be considerate, and then I'm going to spend 20 minutes looking at this car. You can keep walking. That's a Ferrari, gorgeous Ferrari. God, Ferrari.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a.
Oh,
you
man.
Wouldn't know that was a Ferrari.
No, you wouldn't know that's a Ferrari.
Yeah. The engine's gorgeous. You could eat off that engine. It's like. What is that? That's a Lancia. Is that the Lancia? Lancia? Is it? Oh, it's a different zoom in on this one. Can't tell what that is. There's a guy drawing the car, which is pretty cool. Very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll just flip through. That's a gorgeous Ferrari. Oh, all right. Here we go. This is the world's first supercar coming up. So, 39th built and mostly original. The interior is original. Vehicles were painted in the 80s. Has a lot of early details. So this is considered the very first supercar, 1967. So this car, super famous, and it's basically like everyone knows a Lamborghini Countach in the 80s. This is basically that supercar. Nice. There's so many people around it. I got a better picture later in the show. I went back, but
supercar was
that's
puppets.
What's started it all, basically. Had the supercar. Yep. And like I don't know what those is chokes for each carburetor. I don't know what that is. Wow. Look how beautiful that is in the inside of that car.
It's weird. One of the cars we picked up the other day from an auction to drive, it was a stick, and it was just a little Subaru or something. I was going, they still making sticks for people? Because my uncle and I were both, we have no problem driving a stick, but some of our younger people, like a generation or two down, never drove them that much. We got kids in their 20s that have never driven a stick shift.
There's not many.
Oh yeah, never.
I don't think there's any trucks anymore, Claudia, that are sticks, and you
don't see trucks, but they still have some small. It was a 4-door, but it was Subaru or something like that. But I just didn't even think they were bothering to make those much anymore. But they're because I don't know, except for like your sports cars and stuff.
My pops was like one who we never really owned a stick, but he insisted that we learn on a stick because he's like, you'll have to move a car one day that's got us,
Yeah, I mean, you got to learn how to. If you work on a car lot, you should be able to drive a stick.
Right.
But even though they don't make them much anymore, but man, I had to learn when I was like 15 years old. That's what of course, back then you could get your driver's license at 15 or 16.
You get younger, right?
And you didn't have to go to. Now they make them go to driver's school, and they still can't drive. They didn't do that back then.
Driving school is not much either now. It's 6 hours of class and 6 hours of road.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we didn't do that to us when we were kids.
Hey, Donnie Pearson's here. Hey, Donnie.
Donnie.
How's it going?
I remember going from.
I saw the Blue Beetle trailer tonight. I was thinking of Donnie. I'm like, he had some moves and made him look like a Power Ranger. I thought, but and this Ferrari is very famous. The 250 Ferrari. Everyone, one of the most sought after Ferraris.
Oh,
I love these
JT
woodies.
says they're still making a Tacoma with a stick. Wow.
Not very
He
often,
said,
though,
but who'd
right?
buy
Yeah.
a Tacoma? Yeah, I don't know.
Not many, yeah. It's automatic is taking over, and especially we've got the flippers on the wheel. I guess what do they call them?
Whoa.
Yeah. You can flip it's manual, but you don't have it's automatic
No clutch.
clutch. You just do the flippers on the steering wheel.
Really?
That's what all the racing cars are now.
That's cool.
Oh, well. Yeah, I got you. Like flipper captain. I believe they have this. It was a flipper captain. I believe they had a device called a clutch. Perhaps one of those pedals on the floor.
Yeah.
Captain, you are an excellent starship commander, but as a taxi driver, you leave much to be desired.
0 stars on Uber. Yep.
Yeah,
I love
nice.
these old woodies. Yeah. Yeah, I learned to drive stick at an old Mazda B2000 pickup truck. Harold and Jeff probably remember that one. We joke it had 4 squirrels under the hood. It was so damn slow.
I got on like I was told to drive a when I barely knew how to drive one back when I was like 15 or 16. I had to drive one for like 15 or 20 miles down the road to get fixed or something. And I got it there okay, but then and I driven one. And every now and then I would drive one here and there, and then I got asked to make a dealer transfer to go all the way to Lake Charles, which from New Orleans is about 4 hours or something, or better, or more than that.
Yeah, I mean, almost Texas.
I had to pick it up there, and I had to pick up a Chevette, a 6-speed Chevette. Oof. And I was like, and I had not driven a stick in a year or two at that point. I've been once in a while. And I said, they said, can you drive that? Oh, yeah. Because I'm a dumb kid, Sure. And I could.
Yep.
It was a little rough getting it out there, but, it comes back to you, even if you don't drive them often. But I'm like, man, I'm going to tear this clutch up before get this this car all the way back. But, and yes, back then I could fit in a vet, but that was when I was, 20 years old or whatever.
What's the furthest you ever had to drive to bring a car someplace?
Oh, New York to Louisiana, I think. But I've had to. One time I did a Orlando to New Orleans, like back and forth, like but I turned around and went back like 3 different times without stopping. Like, in other words, New Orleans to Orlando, back to New Orleans, and back to Orlando again, and then back to New Orleans.
You must have been tired.
I've done it a few times. Yeah, I used to love doing that though.
That's
Here's the judge. There's the judge car for the judge.
Yeah.
GTO judge. Yep. I think I got a picture of that. I love that. The Road Runner. Yep. There we go. The judge.
Indeed, JT. Well, nice. I like that. Oh, man.
Nice color. Nice paint job there with the orange and the yellow.
Self-policing colors. Hungry boy. What's up, HB?
How's it going, Hungry Boy? Buick. My grandfather always had Buicks like these. Now this is a special,
I like this.
tricked out stage 1, but my grandfather always had these big cars with 2 doors, and I remember getting in the back seat as a little kid. It seemed like it was the most, the biggest car in the world, but I don't know how much room he had. But he always loved those big cars. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, that's beautiful. Dodson hatchback. There you go. Old Datsun. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's funny. Like these 70s cars are back in style now a little bit. So yeah, people hated those cars. My grandfather always had like 5 or 6 of these. Yeah.
I loved my 71 Cutlass convertible, or the 70 or 71. And my 76 El Camino was my favorite car I ever had, probably.
Those your favorite?
Those are cool.
They're El Camino enthusiasts. There's like clubs and stuff. People really love the El Caminos. Are fantastic. Hey, Claude, Sally.
Yep. Hey, Claude. So this is the car I would get. This is the car I'd get. The GT 500.
See, Claude, if we'd have been friends as a kid, I'd have had the Ranchero. That's me.
The Ranchero. You like that better? I like the El Camino, man. Come on. But I hear you.
No, I'm not.
Rancheros are
I'm
cool.
not saying I'd want the Ranchero. I'm just saying that's kind of how it was. I was always like a step down.
Oh no, it was cool, but I mean, do you even see El Caminos anymore?
Yeah, I do actually, because there's some
Not
guys
often,
around here. I actually had
They
one
didn't
of
make
my
them that long.
better friends, man.
Bill Clinton had one with AstroTurf in the back. That's where he planted Jennifer Flowers. I know we don't get political here, but that was a Jay Leno joke. Everyone remembers Jennifer Flowers. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude, you didn't.
Did you see a Starsky and Hutch car?
That was a Jay Leno joke. Look at that. Oh, this car's gorgeous. I'm a Mustang guy, so I love, always love to have a Shelby Mustang. GT 500 is just amazing. Yep.
Wow.
There's another Plymouth Superbird.
Oh.
Not with the crazy colors or the blue.
Yeah, it's cool.
But still just as cool. Yeah.
Yeah, lime green.
As Jeff was saying, yep.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's a scrambler. Yeah.
Wow.
Superbird. Yep. I think I only made 2,000. Jeff was saying, right? About 2,000 of these cars.
Wow.
It's like a Matchbox car come to life. It's like, this has got to be an add-on with the, the front end. Probably can't see my cursor, but yeah, usually they just let's make it more aerodynamic. So it's kind of looks tacked on, but it just looks great. Another nice car there.
Nice. Oh,
then we got some Porsches.
Porsches.
There is no substitute. So I think this one was the Speedster car, Porsche 357A. It's like $1 million car or more, something ridiculous. But it was actually the cheap Porsche back in the day. But it was stripped down for racing. And a lot of components taken out. And now, it's one of the more desirable Porsches. Now the picture didn't come out too well. The guy was drawing the car there. But I guess this is the most collectible Porsche right now, other than maybe a racing car or something. It's the most sought after Porsche.
Wow.
I'm not a huge Porsche guy, but I do appreciate them. I'm just not my doesn't float my boat as much, but not that I want to take one. I mean, don't get me wrong. The older ones are
that's beautiful. They're beautiful, man. But some of the ones I would drive back in the 90s or so on trips, like I bring them back and forth to Dallas or whatever for running them back and forth, and I was never found them to be particularly cool. I mean, that were comfortable. They were all right, but I was like, man, what's the fuss about these things?
Well, they're Volkswagens, right? I mean, they're the Volkswagen Bug, Dr. Ferdinand Porsche, right?
I remember once drove a $90,000 Bentley to Dallas from New Orleans. Well, I got some stairs. It was a big white one too, big monster.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I got the stairs I got the whole trip.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It didn't want. It was, So what's the fuss about these cars? But
people
90,000 then. Now if it's in good shape, it's who knows what it's worth.
Alfa Romeo. I love Alfa Romeo. I think this is a classic. I can't remember if I took a picture what it was. Yes. Nice. I think it's a steam car too. Yeah, steam car. Yep.
Is that a steam car?
Yeah. Brass class steam cars. Yep. The B section. Yep. These are all steam cars, I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
1903.
Yeah. Locomobile. Yep.
Wow.
Do the locomotion. Yep. Another steam car. Yeah. Oh, that's that car. Yeah. 1903. Yeah. Looks like it belongs on Little House on the Prairie. Yep.
That's one of those horseless wagons.
Yeah, that's what the announcer would say. Yeah, they're horseless wagons, right? Yeah. So I mean, it looks like a stagecoach, right? Yeah. So another steam, steam works, right? This guy was doing a nice demonstration, and people dress up in costume and stuff too, which is fun. But yeah, you got to know what you're doing. I mean, you look at all the components on this car, all the tubing and the wire, the way this car is set up, it's not easy to run. And those aren't electric lights, probably torches. Yep. So yeah. Does it have air conditioning? Oh, the 3-column shifter. Remember those? Yep. We had a van with the 3-column shifter for the van for years. Yep. Look at how complicated this thing is. Yeah. So you got to know what to do and how to start it and what to adjust. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not a simple thing. Sorry, I was a half hour late to work. I had to get my steam car going. It took too long. Yeah, Stanley steamer. Yep. Nice Alpha. There's another really nice Alfa Romeo that my father had one, a convertible, 58 or 57, I think. He sold it for a 65 Corvair. Yep. That didn't come out okay. Yeah, but just how gorgeous these cars are. Yep. Do these steam cars have lane departure warning standard? No. Definitely not. Yep. Oh, there's Paulie from I didn't get a good picture. It was trying to snag a picture from a distance from the Chopper show. Yep. American Choppers. Yep. These are nice, God. So which one would you buy, Pat S? Look at this Alfa Romeo racer. Chi bang bang time. What do you like? American muscle? You like British? You like?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's something to be said about the '70s cars.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much
more you,
anything
right?
pretty much anything you'd see like in you know, the movies back then. There's a
Yeah.
cool guy that in New Orleans who provided the cars for Dazed and Confused, and those are pretty amazing. I
Yep.
mean, those are all cars, right? Like from some were the '70s, but it was supposed to be high school kids, so there was like a lot of '60s and some '50s cars in there too, because that's what you would drive, right? If you were a kid in the early '90s, like I was at school, you had a lot of cars from the '70s and '80s in the parking lot. You didn't have too many cars from 1990 or '91. So I've always been mesmerized by this. And my Maverick was a '76, so I really enjoyed that.
That's the Ford Maverick or the
Yeah,
the Ford
the
Maverick.
Ford
Yeah, I think it
Maverick.
shared.
It had a
I think it
real
shared some stuff with the Mustang. I
Yeah,
think,
it
if
did. It
I'm
had
right.
a very, very Mustang feel to it. I had a four door though, with vinyl seats, two tone, blue and white, with all blue interior,
Nice.
and thick,
Now
thick,
this
thick,
is
thick blue rug on the inside.
yeah. There's a Swallow supercars. Yep. SS
That's nice.
100. Yep. Gorgeous. That's Wayne Carini's cars. That was a friend of was there. Yep. Wayne Carini's car. From Chasing Classic Cars. If anyone knows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. So he was there. These are his cars. Yeah, Terreno Talladega. I guess custom built. Yeah, I can't really read that, but yeah, it's a custom built car. Just wild. Yeah, very cool. Guess when you got the.
Nice.
I'll take it. Right, I got the money. I can build it. Yep. That must be fun to take to the movie theater. Yep. So these are
Yeah,
all Wayne Carini's
we're
cars. Yep.
we're Jeep people too. We've owned a
Yeah,
lot
Jeep
of
people. Yeah. Some Jeeps coming up. Yep.
Commandos. So yeah, the boys just bought a Gladiator, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, these are all gorgeous. God, it is the work to make all these cars. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, guys,
That's
those
nice
were
with the
not
water in the background. Takes a good picture. There's Wayne Carini there. If you guys recognize him, got the mustache in the middle. Yep, very nice guy. Yep, I said hi to him a couple times. There's an MG for you.
Nice.
Let's see. Hungry Boys asked me, "How do you feel about the car from the car, 1977?" Let's see. I'm not sure. The car, is that a movie? 1977. I'm not. Help me out there, Hungry Boy. Oh, the car movie. The car movie, right? Yep. Is that kind of like Christine? Yeah, I don't want to get a possessed car, right? If I'm remembering right. Yep.
Mark, what was the
I wonder
best?
what kind of car was that?
What was the best TV car? Would you say it was the car from
Well,
Starsky and Hutch, Supernatural? Those guys had a pretty cool older car.
I would say I mean, I'd probably go with Kit probably is a cool
Yeah, that's true.
cool
The
cool
car from
car,
Route
or the Dukes
66,
of Hazzard.
that was a 50s vet. Those were pretty cool.
Hardcastle and McCormick had that cool kit car.
There
Not a
you
kit,
go.
but like an actual kit car. It would drive under the under there.
The A-Team van.
A-Team van. Oh, you got to get the plane. I got to get the Playmobil A-Team van. Where's Harold? My buddy Harold's got the A-Team van.
Oh, do you remember the show?
Birthday list.
Do you remember the show from Simon and Simon?
Yeah,
McCrae,
didn't they have a
big truck? Yeah, he had a really
truck
cool with the roll bar and dude, all the cars from Miami Vice, right?
Yeah, but didn't he have didn't AJ drive a Mustang or a convertible too?
Yeah, he
What kind of
drove
car did was it a Mustang?
No, wait, he drove a 57 convertible like in
he had a 55 Chevy, yeah, and they drove it down to Mexico in the first season.
Right. And I think he got something after that. And Joe McCrae, who was Rick, had the big truck with the roll bar.
Oh, this is an amazing car. It's a 3-wheeler. It's another Wayne Carini car. Just crazy car. I don't know if it's I don't think it's a Morgan. Was it a Morgan? No. What was? I think I took a picture of it.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't get a picture of the. Sometimes I take a picture of the nameplate. Oh, it's a Davis. Yep.
There we
go. It's a 3-wheeler. Yep. Crazy car. Yeah. Gorgeous though. Yeah. Jetsons time. Yep. No AC either. Yep.
No. Just roll the window down. All right, here we go.
There you go. You like that, right?
Look at that bikini top.
You want to see a topless or with a bikini top? Check out that.
Those
Ford.
are cool though.
That's a retro mod car. Yeah.
You know who used those Fords for a while was the national parks. Like if you went to Yellowstone and stuff, they had those for years up there.
These hot rods are amazing too. Yeah, the engine in there, yep. All open. Yep, gorgeous. Yep.
That's some modification, folks. That is not direct from factory.
Yeah.
Grease lightning.
Yeah. Was anyone watching the new series, the Thunderbirds? Did you even know they came out with was the T-Birds, the Lady T-Birds, or I guess they came out with a TV series on Paramount Plus. I don't think anyone watched it though.
Oh gosh. Ugh. Paramount Plus is a cesspool, dude. The only thing that was good, what was the show with Hawkeye? And I think they had to stop doing it because I think he isn't doing any series acting for a while. What was that called? The Mayor of Kingstown or the King of Mayorstown or something like that?
Oh, Mayor of Kingstown. Wasn't that Jerry?
Yeah, that was a pretty good show. Yeah, man.
I heard it's good. Yep. Well, here you go, Pat.
Nice.
You like that?
I do. I like the floodlights in the front.
Would you like this or this? It's a Ravens car.
Better like this or better like this. I'll say one.
Some of those almost look like cars from those Jeeps from The Prisoner.
Oh, thank you, guys. The Pink Ladies. Yep. And Jeff knows that because he's been watching it religiously.
Pink Ladies.
I forgot. Yeah, the T-Bird. That was the guys were the T-Birds, right? Weren't they the T-Birds or in Greece? Yep.
I remember some parents got really upset because when we were like in 3rd or 4th grade back in the 80s, they showed us Grease. And we were like, I don't understand why everybody was upset. And you watch it as an adult, you're like, God, this is a raunchy movie.
Hey, Jeff, how was this for psychic abilities, right? You just asked for a thing. Here you go. This is Clobberin' Tom's favorite car, the Volkswagen thing. Or it looks like something from
Fantasy Island or
Fantasy Island.
Or The Prisoner. Yeah.
So that is the Thing car, Benjamin J. Grimm.
Wow.
See, there we go. The Thing. Yep.
Wow.
We didn't just make that up. Yeah, that is the Thing car. Yeah.
Weird thing.
Yeah.
There
I
were a
wish
few
I had
80s
one. Yeah.
movies, 80s movies with the Thing. You know, if you were cool, you drove a beat up Thing.
And here's the Amphicar. That's the car boat. Yep. And you can track that down on the interwebs. You can see people, see this car in action. It's pretty wild. Just the guy just drives in, then starts the propellers and goes. It's just love it. Yeah, he always got the hula hoop
Little
girl on the
hula girl.
GPS.
Nice.
Yep. So I
Oh,
got, and you
man.
steer, and you actually use it to use the steering wheel to steer. Yeah. It's like, please don't. I mean, and think of it too. The doors are pretty high there, but the doors are, everything's got a seal too. It can't, it can't leak, right? Oh, that's just so cool.
Man.
Propellers.
Are you guys hearing that?
I
We
got a
got
good
some-
shot there.
We got some real weather coming in here where I am.
No, I hope you're okay.
The
yeah.
house is shaking from the lightning. Yeah.
Oh god. Well, you need
That's that
one of
time
these
of year,
boat
dude.
cars.
Dad man.
Hey, Dad man,
Yeah.
how's your trip going?
Are you getting weather? And what did you say you had weather? I was.
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't hear
getting I'm getting bad weather here, buddy.
you. Oh crap. We probably will too then.
Yeah, you will. You'll feel in about a half an hour. It's usually
And
how
who
it
was
goes,
asking
right?
about the Willies? Who wanted the Willies?
Me?
Here you go. You got you the Willies. See?
Nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Who was the guy from MASH that was trying to mail him the Jeep one part at a time? It wasn't Klinger. Remember, Klinger tried to eat
No.
a Jeep so he could get sent home. Was it Radar?
I wasn't Radar. Damn. I did know we were reviewing a DS9 episode this week that was another of one that was a ripoff of MASH, of a MASH episode. Where in this case they stole Cisco's desk. Remember when they stole Henry's desk?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
And it was just great.
Wait, it wasn't for firewood, right, Clobby? They would saw it down.
No, they sold the desk.
Oh, that's what it was, right? On the black market, right?
It was being taken out by helicopter, and there's that great scene at the end. Hey, Henry, isn't that your desk? Yeah, that's it. Sending it out to get washed. I don't know what it's doing. It just keeps going up and up and up. Was that the one? That was the one about the incubator, man. I can't remember. Like,
yeah, it could be. They were.
trades.
That's right. They traded it for something that they needed.
He
right?
told. He said that I got. Did you really say give me an incubator or give me death? God, it was so funny, man.
That was the with the river of right. The
Yeah,
River
this car was in this car was in Russian Doll. If anyone's a fan of that show,
I am not, but I do know
I've heard it's a good show. Yeah,
yeah. The girl from Orange Is the New Black and Slums of Beverly Hills in that. Yeah,
my wife really liked that show. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have to watch shows with your wife. Okay.
Yeah. I actually didn't watch with that one yet. Yeah, Jeff, you got to come out and hang out on Saturday Night Star Trek, and you just missed the discussion of that episode. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I wanted to
Captain Cisco at that point, though.
I wanted to get a picture behind Cisco's desk.
Apparently, that guy who wanted it didn't have access to a holonet. But
Yeah.
yes, that was Spy Who Loved Me.
I love that Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Classic
for a
that.
show too that I've always wanted to point this out, for a show that has such continuing themes, unlike the episodic other Star Treks, they sure did get over Judsia's death pretty quick, didn't they? With the exception of Worf.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of like, well, that was really sad.
Yeah, but hell with it. Yeah.
And replacing her too. I mean, as much as the actress is a nice actress, that's just a no-win scenario. That's a Kobayashi Maru coming in as a replacement. It's just not replace the character.
The last season too. But you're right. Nicole DeBoers is a sweetheart, man. She's like, I've seen her places before, and she's like really nice. Yeah.
If he was like
Oh
Doctor
no,
Who,
Dad
we'll take a
Man's
chance.
fading. Dad
Good
man
night,
says he's
Dad man.
kidding. He's gonna
Night, are you,
you
is
need
he
a
home yet?
vacation
Like-
from your vacation, Dad man.
Is he home
Isn't
yet?
it like 8:30 where you are? Come on, dude.
Are you home, Dad man? He's probably on the road. Yeah.
Oh no, dude, he's still on the
vacation
road. He just posted like something in like Kansas or something.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mm.
was out at the show all day, but yeah, vacation really makes you tired.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, be good out there, buddy.
Be good, Dad man. Yep.
Yeah.
So this is these are all like one-off show cars. Well, I don't think that one is. I think that's a Buick Rivera, a gorgeous guy. I love that. But these are all Gia. Like this car won an award. It's like a show car. There's only one ever made. Gia Super Dart from Maine. Yep. Based on the Chrysler 300, but it's kind of like everyone knows this '66 Batmobile is based on the a show car or the one-off Ford.
I think
Futura.
now would be the appropriate time for Clobby to say Carmen Gia as Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Mm.
Do you remember that episode? Carmen Gia. Gia. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen this yet, the new stuff with them as adults. Oh
This
man,
is hilarious. The show's great.
Beavis
It's so good.
Beavis becomes Butthead's caretaker.
Hey, look who joined us. It's Thor.
Hey,
Hell, someone must have went to sleep.
what's up, buddy?
Yes, she.
How's
did.
it going?
Oh, it's going great. It's going.
Oh, you
great.
got a
Just kinda
whisper?
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, she's sleeping, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
probably if you'd shown her these cars, she would have been not gone to sleep. She probably went, wow.
Oh, Maddie loves cars. Her third word after mommy and daddy was car. Well, and
Look
I
how
just-
gorgeous this Chrysler. Look at how
and I
gorgeous
just woke
this
her
is.
up.
Oh
Sorry.
no, jeez.
Oh, Steve.
It can't be from us. It can't be from us
Look how-
talking loud, though, right? Because Steve could turn
No.
his computer down.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Headphones. Yeah. But look, this is a 1953. This car is gorgeous. One-off car. Yep.
Wow,
Chrysler. Yep.
the elegance.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you could raise the spare tire out of the recess in the rear deck, then downward for easy removal. Yeah, because the back in the day too. Don't forget I should have gone around to the back to taken a picture of the back. Tires technology wasn't that good, so you got flat tires all the time. You always had the joke, if you went on a date, like quote unquote, you get a flat tire and get stuck. But it's pretty common to get a flat tire back then. Dual gear, just gorgeous. These are all, and they've all been. This is the first time they've all been together. This is a garage find. Yep.
But
It's
you're right,
just-
Mark.
Just
That's
amazing.
That's why I never dated a girl that didn't know how to change a tire, or would be willing to walk to a payphone
Yeah.
to call AAA.
Dude. Dude. Man, you want the girl to change the tire? What is wrong with you?
No,
Yeah.
dude, are you kidding me? You've heard enough stories about my father. You don't think I knew how to change a tire when I was like 7?
Oh, I know you did, but you still wanted the girl to do it, right?
Well, Clobby, I dated big girls.
Did you get to use the jack, or did you have to hold it
all
up?
my girlfriends were softball players in high school, dude.
But there are dudes that can't change the tire now.
Oh, no
I'm
way! I
100%
could, yeah.
sure of that. Yeah.
My Mustang, I could change the tire, and I think I got it down to like 5 minutes flat, quote unquote. Yeah, I could get I did it so many times with working on the car. So get that
Yeah.
jack under there, of course, it was easy car to work on. But my dad, when he came here too, he had a 55 Chevy, and he's like, the guy told him there's a bumper jack. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you attach the jack to the bumper. These weird big jacks. He's like, really? It's like the American cars are so heavy and strong. If you did that with a European car, you'd wreck it. He'd lift the whole car up by the front bumper. This is gorgeous.
When it came to technology stuff, like for audio and watching movies and stuff, my father was very cutting edge. But other than that, he was like no waste. I don't think the man ever bought and owned a new car. He just didn't believe in it. He was like, why would you want to buy a new car when you can get this one? And
Why buy this one?
You know
God.
it works because
Gorgeous. Well, you do save a lot of money, I have to say, but yeah.
you do.
Oh,
He didn't
yeah.
do it just to be cheap, though. He did it because he wanted to like go through the car and check it himself. He wanted to make sure Now you can't really do that nowadays, right? I mean, I don't think my dad could have fixed the brain in a car, but you know, he's
Not
gosh,
anymore. It's
yeah.
another great show car.
This year's gonna be 10
Gorgeous.
years since he passed, man.
Yeah,
Oh man, dude, really? Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah,
right?
he died young. He wasn't even 70 yet when he passed. So
Oh man,
My
sorry,
father
buddy.
was,
Sorry about
cancer, kids, stay away from those cigarettes.
Cancer sucks. Yeah,
my father was 50 when he died, just barely 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
too young. Yeah.
So, yeah, Maddie, cut to me for a second, Mark.
Oh, what do you need?
Just cut to my camera for a second.
Oh, yeah. There, we're looking at the other screen when I'm doing the cars. Yep. There we go.
Maddie cried, so I woke her up, comforted, put her back to get to bed again. But I peeled this off of her door on the way in because Maddie has Cars stickers everywhere. All of her toys, not all of her toys, but a lot of her toys are Cars. And her third word
From the movie Cars.
It really was.
Yeah.
But yeah, she loves real cars. Well, she started saying the word cars on a road trip back from California with her mom, and then when my sister-in-law and my niece were in town, we went to their hotel when she was 1 or almost 2, and Cars was on their TV. And Maddie's eyes just lit up, and she went, "Cars!" And the love affair never ended. So, you know.
So I want to mention, because you're an animator, this car, this car won, one of the animators from Cars owns this car.
Which one? Which animator?
This yellow car that you're looking at right now.
Do you know which animator?
I can't remember. It'll probably be in the program or in the. I just they said it as they were winning, so it's at a car museum, but they said it was owned by one of the animators from Cars.
It might be John Lasseter, the guy who.
It wasn't Lasseter, because I would have caught that name, but it was someone dealing with cars. I just love that car. It was so cool. This yellow. If I go back fast.
Wow.
This yellow car. Yep. There you go. That's so cool.
Wow, it looks like something to be animated. It looks like a face on the front.
And that's all original too. Never original paint. Nothing's ever been done to it.
What is it? I've never seen that before.
It's a one-off show car.
Oh wow, okay.
So it was. Sorry, I'm making everyone dizzy here. Chrysler GS Super Dart 400, based on the 57th Chrysler C. Yep. So 1957. Yep.
That's cool.
I think that red one's one of my favorites too.
Did you guys hear one of they let go of a couple of people from Pixar, and a couple of them have been there since like 93, 94, 95? Can you imagine?
Yeah, the woman
The
woman who saved the Cars 2 or Toy Story 2. Remember when they deleted the movie?
That's right. The woman, she had like that on her home computer or something.
She just got laid off.
I think that was Toy Story 1. I think that was the first one.
I think I think it was
I'm
2,
90% sure it was 2.
Yeah,
I really am.
Okay, all right. Maybe
what a gut punch, though, man! How could you fire somebody
off? She saved them hundreds of millions of dollars from it. Yeah. Oh, Lisa, you need to get one of those electric lug nut guns. That's how you do. They have put in your car. Yep.
Frankly, if you want to fire somebody from Pixar, fire the Buzz Lightyear people.
That's who they were.
Yeah.
That's who they were.
Were they? Oh gosh, sorry.
Yeah.
Wow,
Lisa
man,
was well prepared by her dad, right? Change a tire, change oil, replace the battery, and shoot a gun.
Good.
A BB gun. A BB gun. Yeah.
Good man. That's a good man. Maddie's going to learn all that plus jiu-jitsu, Thai boxing, and Kali, which is a Filipino stick and knife fighting art. So
you're going to teach your daughter to knife fight? That's pretty badass.
Well, she get with people who master Kali. A woman. I don't want to get political or anything, but I taught martial arts for a decade, and women, generally speaking, even with black belts, cannot defend themselves against men. It's just the deck is too stacked against them in height, strength.
Oh, Steve, sorry to interrupt. I just want to say goodnight to Mr. Angel. So he's got to go.
Good night, Chef.
So good night, Chef. Yep, and there's the link to the Discord server. Yep, so everyone join in there.
Be
Hope
good,
you're
buddy.
doing good. Be good. Yep. So go ahead, Steve. Sorry. Yep.
Well, I was just say. So I taught martial arts for a decade, and women are they're overmatched by men. That's just a fact of life. And I apologize if anybody's offended by that, but that's the way it
No,
is.
that's a reality. You better teach your kids that.
So with Maddie, knife fighting, Filipino knife fighting is, if you want to learn a really good martial art, go to a poor country, because the richer the country is, the more the lawyers get involved, and there's padding and referees and no contact to the face. And but Philippines, a Filipino woman with a ballpoint pen could kill any one of us if she was a master of Kali. So
that's pretty cool.
One of the first things you learn are where the arteries are and how to cut them efficiently. So,
Steve, I had a guy in high school, true story, pull a knife on me. You know what I did?
Ran, I hope.
Ran. I did, dude.
Yeah.
I turned it. I went to the Jim Rockford School of Fighting.
Yeah.
Like, sucker punch
punch
people and run if you can.
That's So I had, and I won't hijack your thread here too much, but I had a friend in Baton Rouge who was a martial artist, and he was military police for the Marines, and they were stationed in the Philippines. And he said that one night he was standing guard duty, and this little tiny Filipino man, $1.25, climbed the fence. And he said, I was half foot taller than him, probably 70 pounds heavier. I have black belts in karate and jujitsu. You know what I did? And I said, what? I was expecting this great story. He said, I pulled my gun. That guy would have killed me.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot to mention the part that as he walked towards him, he pulled a stick. He pulled a couple of sticks out of his back of his belt or something.
Oh, yeah. If I had a gun, that's what I'd do, too.
Yeah. So Maddie's going to learn all these martial arts, whether she wants to or not.
So Lisa's naming quite a good gun, and being a Swiss citizen, I do appreciate you purchasing a Sig P226, which is one of the finest handguns in the world, and actually used by the Navy SEALs. So good choice in weapon there. Yep, that's one of the best handguns. The P220.
This episode was brought to you
by Sig Sauer. Yeah, well, that just got my monetization killed as soon as you mentioned anything like that. I'm sure.
Oh no,
yeah.
Are we still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm
Even
a
if they
big
know
fan
they know what it is, but
we don't support losers around here, Mark.
Yeah.
That was, by the way, that was Fiona, not Lisa. You said Lisa by accident.
Oh, it was Fiona. Oh, did I say Lisa? Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Fiona.
Yeah, but Lisa,
That's
put
what
what
I got
gun
too
you
much
like in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Smith & Wesson 357, the most powerful handgun
in the world.
That's right.
Yeah. Blow your head
clean off. The question you have to ask yourself is,
do you feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky? Punk.
Did you put ketchup on your hot dog today?
Nobody puts ketchup on a hot dog.
I have no idea where this turned, but it
was still right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know if you want to get my attention, put a lot of sugar in my black coffee. Man.
Yeah, sudden impact. That was great.
Been coming in here for 6 years.
She's been giving me hot coffee with no sugar for 6 years. So when you imagine when I get up there and my coffee's full of sugar, I just came in to complain.
Hey, wasn't the crazy bad guy in one of the Dirty Harry movies like a Star Trek person?
Andrew Robinson as Garrick was the first bad guy in the first.
That's what it was.
The first Dirty Harry movie. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that just popped in my mind. That's pretty funny. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got to know.
Good guy, good actor, good author.
Oh,
his DS9 book was really good.
I only saw Sudden Impact once, but and you guys have that was Sudden Impact you guys were quoting, wasn't it?
Amongst others, but yes.
Yeah.
That was the one with the coffee.
5 movies to choose from. Yep.
Go ahead, make my day as Sudden Impact.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen. Which I take that back. I saw the Deadpool.
Yeah, that was the one where he went in. He says, "You forgot your fortune cookie, punk." It says you're shit out of luck.
His partner in that for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, go ahead. What was his name again?
Well, you go ahead.
No, I can't. I know, but I can't remember the guy's name.
No, I can't think of it right now either. Because you put me on the spot.
Something Kim, right?
Not Harry Kim. But
not Harry Kim.
He's
an ensign.
Evan Kim, EVAN.
Evan Kim? Okay.
Yes, Evan Kim, who played the Bruce Lee character in Kentucky Fried Movie.
Oh yeah, and he was in V, the first miniseries.
Total concentration. Yeah, that guy.
The first V miniseries, he was on that too. Remember?
Yeah, no, I don't remember it that well, but
I thought that was Robert Englund.
Amongst others, but so was this guy.
Fair enough.
And Mark Singer.
Mark Singer's great. Yeah, yeah.
Mark
So
Singer.
sorry if I get my
He's the
my wires
Beastmaster.
crossed. Yeah, too much sun today.
Is
I
this
love
where
this
you were?
car.
Is this where you were today? Was it this car show?
Yeah, the car show. Yep, yep. Oh, this car is so gorgeous. God,
Nice.
cool Alfa Romeo. That's pretty rare. Well, you don't see that one here. Here's some fancy dancy Ferraris. You know, engine back there.
They have Magnum's car.
They did not have Magnum's car here. No Magnum car. Yep.
Mark, we forgot Magnum's car when we're talking. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, or is the Oldsmobile or Tornado? This is a front wheel drive car. Groundbreaking.
It wasn't really
car,
Magnum's car, though. To be fair, it was Mr. Masters.
Robin
car.
Masters.
It was Robin Masters' car. True.
He just used it.
Right. And abused it.
Don't show any Mazda RX-7s or Nissan 360 if you have any pics of these. Yeah, need
These
more.
is pretty
tea,
cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
RX-7s were like the bomb for a while in suburban.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember
So this cool car.
Oh, there you go.
that looks
That
like a
is cool.
transformer.
Yeah, there's the Ferrari. Which model is that? The F50. Yep, that's basically like a. It's $1 million car too. It's basically a Formula One car. So see, it's got one lug nut in the middle. I think they made like 300 of them or something. What is it? I can't read it there, but like 300 in the world and 50 made it here. And the funny thing was, Ralph Lauren went to the. I remember he had like a reality show. I don't know how I was watching this, but he went to the Greenwich Ferrari place to buy a car, and then they were blurring the license plate. At the time, I don't know if it was this car or another, model. There were like 20 in the whole United States. I'm like, well, I think if you see this car driving around, you're gonna know whose car it was. And then I think he had daughters, and they're like, oh, do you want to go? I'm getting. They're giving me free luggage with the car. You want to go to pick up the car? And the girls are like, the car's $1 million. The luggage is not free. It's like
Pretty well.
Now this is the classic 80s. If you're a guy in the 80s, you had the poster of this car up on your wall, right? The Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah,
and this was on Miami Vice a lot.
Now, Mark, let me ask you this: if we had a replica of the General Lee, would we be welcomed at the show, or would people be
Probably
offended?
not.
Probably not
Probably
these days
not.
anymore. No,
I can tell you where one is though. Out
Yeah.
in about 30 miles from 30 40 miles from here, where John
Schneider Studios are right.
Schneider lives out there. This house is front. I got pictures of me
Wait,
next
now,
to it, and
Is that his
he
house
even-
or his?
he even
his
joked with me.
studio?
You know how it's his house. In the front, there's a little shop. In the front, there's a lot of yard, and way back is his house.
Okay.
And you know how it doesn't doors open. You have to jump in.
Uh-huh.
He even walked up to me and kidded me. He said, "You don't think you can get in there, can you?" I was like, he said, "You better not jump in there." He was kidding me. Yeah, no, I ain't getting in there, buddy.
He lives in Denham, Clubby?
No, it's Alberta Springs, not too far from Hammond.
Oh, okay.
Out in Florida, Florida's like 90, Florida Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah, right out there.
I think this is the car that the guy from the Fast and Furious unfortunately got killed in, the Porsche Carrera GT. It's a super car. What was the guy from Fast and Furious?
John Walker. Or Paul Walker.
No,
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Paul Walker. Yeah. I think that was the car, and they said the tires were like 10 years old on the car. Allegedly, was one reason. Because you never change the tires on a car. Like it was just sitting, and they went for a drive.
Yeah, damn shame.
The tires probably cost as much as my whole entire car.
Probably, yeah. And this is a lot
of entire cars.
Yeah.
Another
supercar here.
One of the many things I hate about living in Vegas is every time I pull up to a light, I'm behind a Maserati, a different color Maserati.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of Maseratis in this town. I say every time. I've seen 4, which is enough to say, every time.
Have you seen Nick Cage yet, Steve?
No, I've heard he lives here. I have not seen him, but I
Yeah,
don't
he's
go.
supposed to be there almost full time now, man.
He lives from according to Pauly Shore, he lives off the strip, and I don't really go to that.
I thought he lived in New Orleans, didn't he, for a while?
He has a
He still he
bought
still
that
owns a house
haunted
here. He
house.
doesn't own the house anymore. He lost
The
that
haunted house.
But he
And
yeah.
Hungry Boy, this is for you. I don't know. Does this classify as cobalt blue? Does that? How do you like this one?
No, Cobalt Blue's
God.
Real dark.
It's
Isn't
Too
a little
light,
darker.
right? It's
Yeah.
too light. Yeah,
This is almost
too
powder
light.
blue.
It's more powder blue. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
it's pretty
Bugatti. Yep.
Baby blue.
Yeah. Only 630 horsepower or 603 horsepower. Yep. Only
Bugatti
30
is-
were made.
Wow.
Yowzer.
There's
I
another
wa-
Lamborghini Countach.
When I was in college, I had an Iranian businessman offer to pay my way through law school because he thought I'd be a good lawyer. And I didn't take him up on it. When I see these cars, I'm like, what did I do? The weird thing is the guy said, you just pay me half of the profits. And I said, for how long? He said, well, forever. I'm putting you through college. And I said, that's okay. Turns out he disappeared
Whoa.
at some point years ago because I talked to his son. I'm like, how's your mom and dad? He said, my mom's fine. My dad just disappeared one day. We never saw him again. I don't know if
Oh
he
my
got,
goodness.
I don't know if
That's
he got-
weird.
I don't know if he got
That is weird.
radicalized or kidnapped or what, but yeah. So, but I would have had to pay it.
Oh,
That
man.
That was still a better deal though than Steve than the guy that wanted to send you to animation school, and all you had to do was come to his house and walk around the pool shirtless during the summer.
No, so people are going to believe that.
Yeah, people are going to believe that you make up.
And besides, you told me you would never mention that again. The answer is still no.
He wasn't supposed to wear his no shirt. He was supposed to dress up like Bugs Bunny.
Now that I would do.
If we'd have found the right woman, Steve could have been
How about Bugs Bunny as a girl, maybe, right?
There is no woman for me. The only woman that's ever loved me weighs 27 pounds, and that's.
Well, your mom loved you,
that's
Steve.
Okay.
Maybe. Not as much as your brother, but.
I just want to show this. This is the trunk of the Lamborghini Countach, guys.
Mom's
if you're going somewhere, there's your trunk. That's how big it is. It's like, yeah.
Apparently, Fiona and JT Kirk are having a discussion about sidearms in the chat.
Yeah. It was falling on the trick. Yeah. Don't get triggered. Oh, here's the 3-wheeler. Check that out.
Wow.
Cool.
What is that?
That's cool. I can't remember. I think I took a picture of it.
What the hell is that?
New York Power.
A T-shirt.
No, I thought maybe that was the name of the car company, but I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah.
Wait! I got to make this is the last joke at Steve's expense. Steve, believe it or not, there are some shirts that have sleeves for those of us that have really big arms that we like showing off, so we wear those things. That's called a T-shirt.
You mean Mark? Put me up for a second.
All right, here we go. Yep.
You mean sleeves like
guns?
these? Sleeves like these?
Who's got the biggest arms tonight?
They're not just jokes; they're compliments. Though.
You have to understand. I'm a single dad, so normally what I'm doing is like painting, or sometimes I just got back from the gym and I dash in, and I generally don't even have a chance to take a shower. So that's why I don't wear the tank tops to impress anybody. Because let's face it, A, you guys aren't impressed, and B, I really couldn't care less about your opinion.
You could be impressed.
You can be, yeah.
No.
Oh, how about the colors on this car, everyone? I just love this classic
That
GT combination. The GT40,
that is
the orange and the blue.
Is that the Miami
gorgeous.
Dolphins car?
Well, it's actually
it's
if I remember in the history, I think it was a gas station colors at some point. I'm trying to remember the history of the GT40.
Like Phillips, or what was it?
Phillips
I'm trying to
67. I was
remember.
thinking golf.
Yeah.
I was thinking golf.
Maybe it's golf.
Okay.
Yeah, it's golf. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. I think that's what it is. The golf colors. Yep. But this is the new Ford GT
Became
based on
Chevron
the
later.
GT40. Yep. Another $1 million plus car. Yep. Yeah. Gorgeous car. Look at that. Perfect. Yep.
Yes, your Muslim uncle. I have a single dad, and if that's directed at me. And yeah, but it's okay because my 27 pounds of joy runs up to me out of the clear blue sky, hugs my leg, and says, "I love you, Daddy." And it's just nothing better than that. So, and Hungry Boy, I am very honored at your constant comment about me being your Buscema model.
There you go.
Check out the mechanism.
So much better than the things that Mark and Clobby and especially Pat has to say about me.
Hey, I never said you were like a Vince Coletta model.
Yeah.
I never said you look like Frank Robbins drew you or anything.
I just saw a thing about Vince Coletta. You know, he was actually a pretty good penciler. They should. I saw some of his work back in the days when he was doing romance comics. You know?
But he was just an assassin as an inker, though.
Yeah, he was. He was like. I'm sure he's the inspiration for the supervillain, the Eraser.
He is.
But one of the things the guy said was that nobody wanted to fire him because apparently he was such a nice guy. He was like, he was like
too nice.
He was like
that wasn't it.
He was like, that's what he said.
I think it was something else, but I just want to say here, look at the mechanism on this windshield wiper because it has to go like 200 miles an hour. So look how thick
more
that
complicated.
is.
Yeah, it's true. It looks
look
like
how heavy duty it is.
It looks like a control arm.
Yeah, it's massive. Yeah.
He was more like the type that would say, "Hey, nice little comic book company you have here. It's really shame if something happened to it."
Well, I don't know. I'm just going by what I saw.
There's also stories about Coletta used to bring ladies. I'm not going to use the P word for P-I or M or anything to the guys at and some of the comic companies and stuff. He was with the mob
ladies of the evening.
Yes, the oldest for fashion.
He's with the mob. Every time somebody's Italian, somebody's got to say he was in the mob.
No, Coletta was. I'm telling you,
if he was in the mob, he wouldn't have to ink comic books for a living.
He liked comics.
No, I think that's an unsubstantiated. I'm going to call BS on that one.
Well, anyone who can confirm it was disappeared.
There you go.
They were erased.
That was a presidential candidate we won't mention, but
and I agree with low spec Linux laptop. Yeah, I do love the original GT40, but I mean they did do a nice job with the 4 GT too. So they did a nice homage to that classic style with this car here. I got to say they did.
There we go.
Pretty nice job, but the original's such a classic. And the new Corvette is looking pretty darn good too, I have to say. Although it doesn't really remind me of a Corvette anymore.
It definitely looks like he's Italian body styles. Yeah,
it's a mid-engine car finally, but they said bang for the buck, this is probably the best sports car in the world right now.
How many cylinders and what's the displacement? Do you know offhand?
Assume it's a V8.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check the specs on that. And of course, it varies on the model, I'm sure. But the Corvette 2023.
It doesn't look like it has enough room in that engine compartment for that big of an engine, but it's a photo.
It's a mid-engine. They finally made it a mid-engine. So let's see. What's the specs on the 2023 Corvette? I'm assuming let's see. Where's Wikipedia?
It's very aerodynamic with the exception of those fake air scoops.
Those are actually functional now.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because so it's got the starts at $105,000, the top end model, 670 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, 1.2 GT's lateral G-force. Yep. That's the Z06 Corvette. Yep.
Wow.
So I guess that's the high end model. Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Yeah. But the important question is there room for the groceries?
That's true.
They probably have a little trunk in here. Yeah, I bet you they do have a little. Well, here, let's swing this over. We'll do some American advertising here, right? For the Corvette. Yep. It's a Z06. Yep. As shown, $120,000. Yeah, wowzers.
If it were me, first thing I'd do would be to pop off that Corvette logo. I think
the Ferrari logo on.
Yeah, something cool. Even just a bat emblem, nobody's gonna know what it is. There's so few of them out there,
God, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, so we're dead stop 1001, 1002. We're at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I wonder why they picked 60 as the number.
Because I can tell you why. The $6 million man. Remember, he could run 60 miles an hour, and someone thought that was really cool, and they went with it.
This is a joke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I know, not much of one, but it's the joke nonetheless.
Hey, not to sidetrack for more than 2 seconds, but what happened to the $6 billion man movie? Has that been completely permanently shelved?
Hopefully, no one's paying attention to it.
Yeah,
now,
I was going to say.
You never
we can
know.
only hope.
Yeah, they tried a new Bionic Woman show that lasted like 6 episodes years and years ago.
Yeah, it was pretty
years ago.
Was that Jennifer Lawrence? Because I know she was the first female action star.
Surprisingly, not her.
She broke that glass ceiling.
This looks like Kit right now. This new Corvette. Look on the inside. Does it look like Kit a little bit? Yeah. Does it talk to you?
It is a nice looking car.
Yeah, it is. Pretty cool. Yeah.
You only have to be
so what's the cheap one start at? The cheap one starts at 105. I better get a lot of super chats today.
There you go.
God, it starts at 100.
But
the Corvette used to be a lot. I mean, it was always an expensive car. Don't get me wrong, but 100,000 car. That's a different level too. I mean,
altogether.
Yeah, I mean that's
an entirely different level.
I wonder how much the kit would be to have that as an addition.
Wow, look at this.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
What is that? Is that a VW?
No, it's a. We're showing it before. It's and I'm forgetting the name of it. It's a. What the heck was the name of that car? Does anyone remember from about an hour ago?
Nope.
And hey to Jonah Hex, he said 60 was a sacred number to the secret Masons. So it was used to venerate the knowledge passed on from Egypt on speed technology.
Jerry Seinfeld did a routine about why do we still call it horsepower? Don't we have any better way to measure this than these poor things? It's bad enough that they have to live the lives they live. Now we have to humiliate them by saying my car is worth 600 of them.
Fiona's mentioning my cousin Vinny, so this has nothing to do with what Steve just said. But where'd that clip go? Yeah.
I never.
Here we go. Here.
Everything that guy just says bullshit. Thank you.
I can't believe that Fiona never saw that before.
What?
My
that
cousin
movie?
Vinny. Yeah, it's just I never saw it until this weekend.
Oh, really? What'd you think?
And that's a car movie too, actually, with the whole plot.
That's right.
Plot depends on the cars. Yeah.
And anyone who gets stuck in the mud in Alabama knows one wheel turns and the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
This car had a slip differential.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got an Academy Award for that, Fiona. And then her career died for 30 years because she had that curse of getting the Academy Award too soon. Like the girl in what is her name?
Linda Hunt, The Year of Living Dangerously?
No, she was in that really depressing. She was really in that really depressing movie, Precious.
Who was?
The actor. No, the actress. I was giving descriptive examples of people.
Monique.
Monique. No, not Monique. She looks like Monique though. But there are a lot of actors that got Academy Awards too early and their careers died. Like the guy in Jerry Maguire.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
And then he did nothing. He did the boat trip and radio and the Ben
But
Carson.
Steve, look at Brie Larson, dude. She got in. She's more famous now than ever.
I'd rather not look at Brie Larson. Thank you very much.
I said her, not her feet.
No, I mean her. She's the YouTube channel Charisma on Command. Every time he's like, don't this one thing alienates people. He always uses her as an example.
Yeah, she's pretty weird looking. Though I have to say, in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, she did not look like herself.
No, she was
really quite stunning in that movie. But that's like the only movie.
Physically attractive, but she's a horrible
No,
person.
she's really not, dude. That's my point. I think she's kind of weird looking, but for some reason that movie they must have dolled her up right or something because I didn't even know it was her until I watched it again a couple weeks ago. I'm like, this is Brie Larson.
I will have nothing to do. I will never spend a penny on that woman's movies ever. She is horrible, horrible, horrible human being.
Pretty bad.
And this is well. Let's get to this Fiat 500. We'll leave Brie out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is based on the Fiat 500.
That's a
think,
Fiat?
Oh, we're still doing cars. Okay,
I think
Yeah.
no, it's not. They don't. It's a modified Fiat. I think that's what it was. A modified Fiat.
modified. Okay,
500.
that makes sense.
And Jonah Hex got us. Yeah, he was joking. So yeah, about the 60 got us good. And JT Kirk says, "I propose we change the time to 0 to 88. That's the critical speed needed for time travel." Captain Finity would approve of that. Yep.
Seconded.
And of course, I got another
Seconded.
super chat. So I got it.
Hey.
Goes into the star. So thank you. Lisa says, "Does this help?" Yes, it does. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. Yeah, much
Now,
appreciated.
now you can buy one bolt on that Corvette.
Yeah.
Me.
You could buy one lug. No, you couldn't even buy a lug nut for that $2 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, well, put in the Corvette kitty. Yeah. That's a BM. I think that's a BMW. I think some special fancy BMW.
Now march just to the regular parking lot where people are.
Yeah, there's the Land Rover. Yep. Another picture of that car. Yeah, then I was walking back around when later in the day there weren't as many people there, so I could take pictures of the cars. Like, get out of my way. Yep.
Wait, can you go back one?
This one?
No, one
One
more. What is that?
It's a race car.
That's I can't remember I had the clip of it before. I'd taken the nameplate before. It's a mono something, or look how cool that is. The Batman would drive that, right?
I know it's got either a turbo or a laser gun mounted on the
Yeah, on the side here. Yeah.
driver's side left. Yeah.
It's mono something. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Very practical. Fit, one
person.
6-pack.
Yeah, a car big enough for you and all your friends.
Don't hit
Wow.
anything on the ground there.
Wow,
They must
dude.
have a way to raise it up.
No picking up hitchhikers.
That's right.
What is Pep been drinking tonight?
Tea. And not even the weird tea. I didn't pick it off of a cow patty or anything. It's just Lipton out the fridge. Though, Steve, you'll be proud of me. Guess what I don't have in my tea nowadays? Any
Sugar.
artificial sweetener.
Cocaine? Oh, that's good.
Because it makes my ankles swell, dude. Seriously. The inflammation of muscles from that is not a myth. At least not with me. That really does.
Just get on sweet tea, squeeze some lemon in it. You're good.
Yeah, that's what I do. Or put, a little lime. I just kind of let it cut one in half and just let it soak in there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
Wait, what brie is it? Cheese? what did let me pull up my cheese Larson? What did Hungry Boy say about her? Let's say
Cheese Larson.
Oh, this is that illustrator's car before that was talking about. Look at the fins on this. He called them They called them stabilizers. Oh, just gorgeous. I love this.
That's actually pretty cool. Did you guys read what's on the screen?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I could create a long. Go ahead.
Alongside Clobby, 5 comics starring Clobberinos. No joke.
Okay, so
awesome. Yeah.
wait. So we have to find out who are the 5.
What do you? I'm not sure what he means there. Like comic starring Clobberinos? In other words, like us?
I was assuming 5 titles, like Clobby, Marky.
I thought he meant 5 strips. So, but you guys are much more proficient at this stuff than me. So I'm not.
5 comics starring Clobberinos. So
everything
5
in the
actual
comics?
comic books. I mean, with us. Or-
Hungry Boy is typing as we speak.
We'll
I
see what
mean,
he means. Yeah.
He may not be, but 300 grand.
Steve, not to hurt our feelings, but you and I might not be involved in that. I think there's a couple of people ahead of line in me for sure. Like
Clobby.
Mrs. R.M. Briggs would certainly be up there. Mark as the chief engineer.
Right. Probably. Let's see who else.
I would be like the Garrick or the.
I don't know. We're pretty. You and I are the comic relief.
Using Clobberinos.
Gotcha.
You know who are? You know who we are, Pat. We're
Quark and Rom.
Now, who's the guy? The bumbling guy.
Nog.
No. On Next Gen with the big head.
Worf.
No, the guy was always using the hologram.
Barkley.
Barkley. Yeah, we're the Barclays of.
Can I be the the big blob from the Orville? I thought that
You could be a
Who was the guy
horde-
that did
oh,
the
yeah.
voice for that? Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. He was great.
5 titles used in club arenas. Ah,
Yaphet.
okay.
He was Yaphet. Yeah.
Yaphet. It's a 20.
But Jonah Hex has got us
Big
again.
man.
Yeah, 5 is a sacred number to the ancient Egyptian comic writers.
Go for it.
There's that Porsche again. There is no
Avengers,
substitute.
etc.
There we go.
So you tell us who the stars would be, Hungry Boy. And it doesn't have to be me. I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, you're in there.
Clobby. Yeah. I'd be the guy. I'd be the red shirt who dies on the on the first
Yeah,
episode.
you're one of the heroes. You're Thor. So.
That is a nice picture of the GT500. Oh, I love that car.
Look at
Good night,
that
Judge.
It's pretty cool.
engine
The judge
compartment.
has to run, man.
Good
Hey,
night,
Judge.
sir.
Oh, Judge has headed out. Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
thank you for hanging out,
Close the
Judge.
thread.
Yep.
Yaphet.
Judge, yep. Hope you like the Judge car. I think there's another picture of it coming
Somebody else is
Judge car?
coming up. I think did I take another picture of the Judge car? I'm not sure. Yep.
Yaphet should have been made chief engineer. I think he got
Yeah.
cheated. He was senior.
He did. I agree.
There we go.
I
There's the
love- I
Judge
love
car for
Yaphet.
the Judge. There we go. I knew I had a picture. Another
I think they
picture.
kind of knew he was sick for. Well, they didn't know he was sick, that sick, but
Oh, they said he knew for a while, and he
He
just
knew,
didn't tell
yes.
anybody.
But he hid it though, right? Or I shouldn't say hid it. He just didn't tell
Yeah, he
anyone.
hid it.
Yeah, he just didn't share it.
no, he didn't tell
Just didn't
anybody.
share it.
Who?
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Not Norm
Norm
Macdonald.
McDonald had
Norm.
cancer.
Yeah, he was sick
Oh,
for a
yeah,
good
yeah,
5 or 6
yeah.
years. Yeah. You know, it's a great show with him too. If you've ever seen it, Mike Tyson Ministries, where he does the voice of the pigeon. He has some of the best lines in that.
Never seen it. What's that?
Mike Tyson Mysteries. You can find it on the Adult Swim app. Watch him for free.
Mm.
It was actually Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, his adopted daughter, and his there's a pansexual ghost and for some reason Norm Macdonald's character got turned into a pigeon. I think it was like through some kind of curse from his ex-wife or something like that. Who ended up being like a swamp witch or a voodoo priestess or something.
Wow.
Not a
Hey,
ton. there's
lemon
not a
pie's
ton
here.
of episodes to watch
Hi, lemon
from.
pie.
Hey, then, bud.
Hey.
Hey. Norm was unreal. See, the guy was so funny.
He was funny. Yeah.
He was too damn funny.
He was the stuff. Even if you're not a fan of Conan O'Brien, he would go on that show on a pretty regular
good
basis.
God. It was so,
And the
was so
stuff he
great.
would come up with. And Conan O'Brien was so bright, he would just like step back and just let Norm go. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
kind of
He
knew when
said,
to
"Why
feed him
bother?"
and when
Yep.
to, when to shut up. He was
Brian, you misspelled that. That's Mike Tyson Mysteries.
a riff on Scooby Doo. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah.
The letter S, the one opponent he couldn't defeat.
So that was the car show, everyone. Hope you enjoy. I'm probably make a slideshow of that and throw that up on the YouTubes. But hope you enjoyed that. Geeking out over cars, right? You can geek out over cars, right? There are no Batmobiles there.
I don't know. It should have been a Batmobile to really speed racer car.
Right?
But
Speed
We'll allow
racer, yeah. We'll allow it, right?
This once.
Well, listen,
Just
gang,
this
I'm
one
gonna go
time.
ahead and hop off. But I do want to ask real quick: did anybody get a chance to watch the intro and end of the Barnaby Jones that I threw in the DM for the show?
Huh?
It was like,
Oh, I missed
all right.
that. No.
I was amazed. If you watch it, obviously you don't have to do it right now. It's on YouTube though. But I was just amazed. It was from like the second episode of Barnaby Jones, and you're looking at it. It's like, gosh, like 4 out of the 5 people in the show were on the original Star Trek series at different
Wow.
parts. Charmaine Carr's sister, who I think was Diane Carr, played the. Do you guys remember the episode where the Enterprise got like sent like light years away, and Spock was in charge, and like the girl came on and touched.
It's called
and
That Witch Survived. That's Lee Merriweather was in that episode. Yeah.
Okay,
Lee Merriweather.
and of course Lee Merriweather was in Barnaby Jones for like 7 years. So
And played Catwoman.
and Catwoman, that's right, and it's
Who
still
else was
alive.
in that?
But,
Who else was in the play? Lee
Lee Merriweather. Well, of course, Buddy Ebsen was never in an episode of
No.
Star Trek, but he was in some pretty cool stuff. He's like in every Western dude ever made in the 50s and 60s.
He was in a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Jed Clampett, the Tin Man.
This is for Jeff. I didn't miss the Blues Brother ref.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have never understood this movie. I did not laugh, even giggle, not even smile in that movie. I didn't find anything funny.
Not even at the Orange Whip by John Candy.
Least of all. No.
Oh my God! I love the Orange Whip line.
I do not find. It's like some people don't like somebody. Somebody in the chat.
Oh my God!
There's somebody in your chat. I don't know if they're there tonight. I don't remember who it was who didn't like the Princess Bride. And that's how I guess I'm that guy. So anyway.
I just can't imagine. It's just.
Did you like the soundtrack?
I know people didn't like it.
They're like what?
The soundtrack?
Not especially.
Inconceivable. 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 You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
And there are people who don't think that movie's funny, or
Yeah, but there's like one person in the whole world that doesn't think it's funny. I mean,
it was one. I have a cousin who doesn't think it's funny, and there's somebody that shows up in your chat.
All right, two people.
Yeah, I forgot who that is. I think I know what you're talking about. What?
Yeah, I thought you were about to add somebody that you know personally.
No, I do know someone that doesn't like the Princess Bride.
It's not.
It's very rare.
And now you know somebody who doesn't like Blues Brothers. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Got it.
The real irony is Steve loves Blues Brothers 2000. That's the part I don't get.
I just can't stop laughing when I watch Blues Brothers.
He wants us to watch Jaws 3 with him and Caddyshack 2. He said.
I mean, I never watched. I never watched
whole fried chickens,
but
I didn't laugh that much at Caddyshack either.
Wow.
Yeah. The only Bill Murray movie. I'm not a fan of Ghostbusters. I don't think that's a funny.
That's a crime against nature.
Yeah, it's a crime against humanity. Yeah.
Steve, I think somebody took some joy out of your life at some point, sir.
Well, I mean, everybody has, but except
it was me. He met me in.
I was gonna say, man, geez, I don't know who hurt you early in life.
He met me 40 years ago this year. So it ruined his life.
But I'm also the only person that thinks that Oscar is hysterical.
You mean
Oscar the Grouch?
The Stallone movie where he promises his father, Kirk Douglas, that he's going to, back in the Roaring '20s, that he's going to give up his life of crime and go legit.
No, I never even watched that.
Oh, I think it was hysterical. Tim
Curry.
Thank you, Tim Curry. It was great in that as the diction. Oh, and also the aforementioned Aunt May. Slash Mona Lisa Vito. Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah.
She plays his daughter along with Cobby. What's the name of the love interest? Ornella Muti.
Oh, from Flash Gordon. Ooh,
yeah,
yes, right. She was in that. Yeah,
she's Stallone's wife. Yeah, so yeah, and for the first 3 episodes of Lois and Clark, she had a sister Lucy, who is also in this movie as well.
Okay.
So, Chaz Palminteri is in it. He was great. The voice of Homer Simpson is in it. He was really good. But I think you have to be Italian to find this movie funny. I think you have to see.
I can't believe Steve didn't find Blues.
That's why.
That's okay though.
To give you time to search for. Yeah.
Yeah, give me time to search for the clips. Yep. But now we can do a quick food segment before we talk about the Spider-Verse movie. But we'll talk about this. Might scare people, but here was my dinner during the week.
There's the clams.
No, this is shrimp pizza. This was good with pesto. Oh, it was so damn good. Oh,
is that a tomato?
Oh yeah, they put sliced tomato in the oven.
Green crap.
This was good. Shrimp. This is so good. Yeah.
It's kale. So it's kelp.
Boy, what in the hell's the matter with you?
Jake, if I never see another clam,
it'll be too soon.
No clams.
I'm gonna give you a Nick Weiser answer. Nick Weiser would tell you this, man. I'd rather eat plain cheese pizza than eat that pizza, Mark.
That was a pancetta,
olives.
which is like a thyme-based bacon.
I'd rather eat the box
mushrooms
that
and
was delivered in.
Me too.
Are those black olives?
Oh, black
Those are black
olives. Ugh.
I don't
Black
like the
olives are
black
pretty
olives
gross
on
too,
pizza. I
Mark.
guess, yeah.
Hey, Linrod, Blackadder. There you go. Great show. I love it. Been rewatching those again for like the 10 billionth time. Just they're comfort food for me. That show's so great.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ingredients on Mark's pizza, Blackadder.
No, he just mentioned. I don't know why he mentioned Blackadder, but he said he loved Blackadder even season 1. Yeah, season 1 is good. It's not the best one, but it's
season 1's really dark.
it's still good though. Ryan Blesses.
Yeah,
it's just,
two and
he's
4.
a very different character, Blackadder, but 2, 3, and 4 are magnificent, and the Christmas special.
You know who's really good in 3? The guy that played House.
Well, Hugh Laurie's great, and he actually appears in the other ones too. But yes, he's a regular on 3 and 4.
Yes,
and Hugh Laurie is brilliant.
Yeah.
Never was much on the show House though. He just I could never I knew Hugh Laurie so much from Blackadder and a bit of Higher and Laurie. Then when he's trying to do that American accent, I just can't get into it. I'm like, you don't.
No, I get that. But when I say the guy from House, everybody knows who that is. So.
No, I get you. I know, but I'm saying it's a popular show. People really like House. But I see it, I'm going, he's got this nice doing this American accent. I'm like, hey, he's not talking like George. Yeah, it's just a typecasting thing.
And no pineapple here. People are liking this pizza. See?
I didn't like pineapple and ham on pizza for years, and a couple of times it was the only choice, and I had it, and it slowly has grown on me. But shrimp or clams, no,
I
definitely.
eat pineapple before any of that stuff.
And the bread was so good too, because the brick oven was really nice crust. And then you know what is good too, when they give you like the bread before dinner, but it was like pizza bread. Like I can't describe, but just like perfectly, like you could just eat that. Oh no, this isn't homemade, but this was at a restaurant in Connecticut. It was some John the Baker. Oh no, what the heck was that? I can't remember the name of it. It was like John's Brick Oven Pizzeria. But it was. Yeah, that doesn't look so good that close, I guess, right? Yeah.
It's Steve. You know what?
It looks like something.
It looks scary. Yeah. It looks
like something the cat refused to drag in.
Yeah.
It does. It looks
From
like
a
that
distance.
Star Trek.
It looks. Yeah, don't zoom in too much. Yeah.
No kill eye.
No kill eye.
That's the pizza button.
Hey,
Pizza the Hut.
Walk softly in the vault of tomorrow.
Oh, agreed, Fiona. Fry and Laurie were brilliant together. Their show, A Bit of Fry and Laurie, was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Chamber of the Ages.
All right, gang. I'm gonna flip, but I will say this too, just to tell you. You know what else is an abomination to put shrimp in? Jambalaya. There's no way you can't overcook.
Oh, I hate
not over. Why would you put shrimp in jambalaya?
Anyone who does that
must turn to stone, right?
Oh, there's no way to not overcook it, Mark. You're exactly right.
Yeah, because shrimp takes like 3 minutes to cook, basically.
Dude, you have to put. I'm not even a bit. I like white meat chicken, but honestly, if you don't put dark meat chicken in your jambalaya, it's gonna be so dry. Right?
My mom's not allowed to put dark meat. I hate dark meat, so she has to put white meat chicken.
I'm not a fan. You know what, though, Kloppy? Sometimes I just put sausage, dude. I skip the chicken altogether.
I don't mind having a little chicken. Sausage is more important, but it's got to have some chicken. But no dark meat chicken in mine. She knows better.
No?
She's going to have to tell me your secret, bro, because I don't know how to do it without drying it out.
She does it easy. It's perfect.
She cut it up big or a little bit small?
Not too big, not too small. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a little dry, but it's fine because everything else works. Everything comes out fine. So.
Kloppy, all joking aside, would you mind asking her the next time you talk to her, does she put it in kind of closer to the end? So
I'll have to ask her.
Okay.
All I know is it comes out fine to me. You might find it dry when you eat it. Everything else, is not.
Yeah, because dude, I don't
care because it's better than having dark meat.
I won't. Yeah, I'm not a big like. If you gave me a thigh, I'd be like, ugh. But there's something about jambalaya if you don't want it to be dried out. Yeah. So, Mark, real quick before
tell me my Echo's not listening. It just came up with a recipe for pizza crust. That's kind of spooky.
No shrimp ever.
Gluten-free, no shrimp ever. No, I won't go that far. I do like some shrimp.
Not in jambalaya.
Not in jambalaya. No, that's or a pizza. So
yes.
Well, Mark, real quick, as you're starting the Spider-Verse thing, worth seeing or not worth seeing? Because the boys actually want to go see this
Well,
one.
I think it's worth seeing, especially younger kids probably would love the animation and some of the fights in it. Now, my buddy didn't like some of the quote unquote dirty animation, so I'll show some pictures, and um, Maddie's daddy can give us some commentary maybe on what he thinks when he
Sounds
sees the
good. Well,
episode.
I'm gonna go and
It was
Mark. I only
long
have
though. It was a
one
long movie. Yeah, it was 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it was
one
definitely long.
quick plug. He's gonna have an
Awesome, sure.
announcement on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Brandon is going to have our buddy who you guys have seen a few times, Jason, the author and creator of Jupiter.
Jason Sandberg, yeah.
Yes, sir. Is going to be
Nice.
on, and he has reached a certain milestone that he's actually going to
All
announce
right.
on Brandon's show. So if you guys get a chance,
Okay.
stop by and chat and see. But he's all excited. Really nice guy, y'all. If anybody has a channel,
Can you
out
still
there,
buy that? Can you still buy that book or back that book? Sam, or was it the it's still going
Mark,
in the
don't quote me on
Kickstarter?
this. I think he's going to do another. What do you call it? Like an extension or another leg or another something like that. But my understanding is he's still promoting it, because tonight I was talking to him on DM about, hey, what would you like me to promote and everything. And I definitely have the link to his what's it called? It's not a GoFundMe. It's
Yeah, it's a Kickstarter or I backed it actually. Yep.
To the
Let me try to
Kickstarter, but
find
he
it so
has
I can
he
show
has
it, yeah.
reached an important goal, so he's going to talk about that and everything. But he's really rocking and rolling. I got to tell you, he's at first I was kind of like,
Nice
oh
guy.
man, not another Kickstarter book, but this guy, he's just a personable guy. I can only assume his book's going to be really good, and he is a true believer. This is not somebody who's like, I'm going to get together with a couple of friends and we're going to do a comic book. This guy's like a true believer. When you say Club, he's like a J-man, right? He's like,
he is
got
great. He really
knowledge
knows
and-
comics too. Yeah.
yeah. He's not a
very
pretender.
knowledgeable. Yeah, he's an excellent artist. Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Was it Kickstarter or was it another one of the other ones?
It might have been one.
Might Indiegogo maybe.
That's it, Club.
Maybe it's Indiegogo, yeah, because I'm not seeing it in my
Kickstarter's Pico. Yeah.
Kickstarter. Yep. That's the
But no, he's the real deal. He's been on Nick a couple times. He's been on with Clavi at least once, right? I saw him on your show.
Oh yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
He's on a
Yeah,
Monday
they do.
night and everything.
A
And
couple times. Great guy.
trying to think of who else I saw him on. He's been making the rounds, but no, he was very excited when I told him, like, hey, Brandon, we do anime, but we want to talk about storytelling and stuff. He's like, well, I'm your man. I'll hop right on. He was very much, got back to us. Real polite guy. Deserves to be successful. Go ahead.
Here's the
Got it up,
link
Mark?
here. Yep.
Okay,
Here's
cool.
the link. Yep. And then let me just show it. I'll bring it over to the screen here. So let me present. And let me just before that, thank you so much for you didn't have to do that. I was gonna show the anyway, but yeah, you brine the chicken and dust it with cornstarch. Now I'm guessing you brine it for at least several hours. And is that with salt, or what kind of brine do you do for chicken? Now normally when I do the whole hog, I do a salt brine with maybe some seasoning.
Yeah,
in it
little
bit,
Cajun
but
seasoning, probably some sugar, not to
Yeah.
make it sweet, but to cut down on the acidity. Yeah.
But I've never brined chicken before, which is so she said it protects it, and thank you again for that. Protects it and keeps it from drying out. Very interesting. Yep. Yeah, and cooking is chemistry and is applied physics. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sous vide cooking actually, which works great. We'll maybe show a couple pictures of that. But yeah, so here's Jupiter issue 1. I backed it, so he's got 8,000 backers, and I guess, or maybe stretch goals unlocked. So I guess you said he might, you're not quoted, but he might be doing another issue. Let me present. It would help if I showed the screen before as I'm talking about it again. I really am. There we go. That would help, right, Mark? Yeah. So he's got 218 backers. I'm one of them. Clobbering Times, you backed it, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And Pat, did you back this sucker too, or?
I will be. I
will
like to.
be.
I
Okay,
kind of
yep.
like to announce it on the show Tuesday. Like,
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
I'm gonna back you up. No, I'm not even being facetious when I say it, but it would be like, yeah, I'm sure Brandon probably will too. He's a big proponent of independent.
Yep.
He's a put his money where his mouth is kind of guy. That's why I like working with him. He really is a true believer too. I just
And
like
very
the artwork,
Kirby-esque,
man. I think it
very
just,
Kirby-esque art. Yep.
I think it, yeah, really harkens back to, yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting this. Yeah, it looks like fun. So, back these independent creators. Yep.
Yeah, some of it's the best stuff out there nowadays. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Yep. So Fiona's saying you.
that and Gunslinger Spawn.
Yeah.
That's the good news stuff out there as far as I'm concerned right now. But you guys have a good night and everything, Mark. And I'm actually gonna leave you on tonight, sir, and listen to you guys. I'm starting to get ready for tomorrow morning.
All right, buddy.
Guys, I'm leaving y'all early. I told the guys backstage they moved because of summer, and the ladies that do physical therapy with me. There's a lot of vacation going on, so for the next few weeks, I'll be going in at like 8 in the morning, which means I'm really going to be getting up at like 6:30 in the morning to be ready to go at 7 in the morning to get there. But y'all have a good night and a good rest of your Sunday for however much of it you have left. And I'll see you guys in the chats. Certainly Monday nights.
Excellent.
For sure.
Yep.
Always.
Thank you, Pat. Yep.
All right, man.
Have
No
a
problem,
great
gang.
Yeah,
See y'all
appreciate
later.
being
Night,
here, buddy.
buddy.
Yep.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you. Yep.
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll continue the food talk
Just
for just
us.
a couple more minutes, right? Just us. We can handle
What
the
happened to
food, right?
Steve?
We've done this before. Where's Steve?
Oh,
Yeah, where'd
he said
he
he had to
go?
run. He had something to do. Maddie needs him.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay. Hopefully he'll be back when we talk. All right. So we'll do a little bit more food, and then hopefully when Maddie's daddy is back, we can talk more. We're going to talk Spider-Verse anyway, but I don't think anyone in the chat. I'm guessing no one in the chat has seen it, but let's show a little bit more food stuff. Where's that picture of my sous vide cooking? If I have that, well, I'll just do the barbecue I did last week. So there we go. Let's show this here. So I did some ribs last week. So you make this nice rub. It's brown sugar, salt, pepper, little Cajun. There was cayenne pepper. What else was in this? I think it was a little bit of. What else goes in there? Let me get the recipe up. But a couple other spices. And you can make it a little hot. I don't usually make it that hot, but you can if you want to. But I find that it's better to have like a hot, sauce for people if they really do want to have it hot, because just have too many complaints sometimes. Not everyone likes things. Everyone likes things spicy, so so you make your rub, and I put that on everything. Comes out pretty good. So that what you do, you rub. Well, first of all, ribs you've got to take the membrane off, which is probably the most time-consuming part of it. But you get pretty good at it. Use a butter knife and a piece of paper towel, and the membrane's on the back side of the ribs. So then you pull that off, and you could probably like a half hour is enough for the ribs to sit. They don't have to sit that long, but you can do that. About to an hour. Yep. So and then once you got to get the grill ready to go, and that probably takes the most time. Yep. Baby back ribs. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's the rub. Yep. I'm trying to find the recipe for the rub. It's on this virtual Weber bullet.com. Nothing to do with firearms. This is all cooking here. They have some great recipes here, and I use the Weber silver bullet. I'm trying to find the rub recipe here so I can show that. Let's see here. Cooking topics. Let me see if I can find that. Yep. So it's pretty simple. It's just a lot of prep. So this is my Weber smoker, which is R2D2 smoker, right? So you can see my reflection there. But of course, I've tricked this out because I'm an engineer, right? So I added handles to it. The plugs that I have there went, so I had to use some tin foil. But of course, I have a computer that I hook up to this sucker. I'll show you what I did. It's a new thermometer there, but there's all kinds of add-ons I did to this. There's a hinge that I put Oh, there's the smoking, right? So there's a hinge that I added to it too. So probably if I bought the more expensive smoker, it probably ended up being the same same price. But yeah, it's just always fun to mod things and do things yourself. So you get this rack, you put all the ribs on there to cook them all at once. There, yep. There's your ribs. Yep,
Yeah.
smoking. Definitely smoking. Yep. Clobber Times, you like ribs, don't you?
That's what you had today?
I had this on last Monday. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day. Yep. Yep. So, here's the. I'll show the recipe. Here's the recipe I follow. Yep. So, here's your ribs here. Baby back ribs. Yep.
Look
So
who's here,
here's
man.
who do we got here? I was on
Oh,
the other
my.
screen. Yeah.
The great one. What's
Oh,
up,
awesome.
EK? What's
Eric
up, buddy?
K.
Who do we have here?
Hey,
Who do
man.
we got
Awesome.
here? Hey, everybody.
Hey, buddy. What's up, man?
How's
Great to
everyone
see
doing?
you. All right. How are you?
I thought I'd pop in and say hello to everybody and
Thank you.
greetings and salutations and all that good stuff. I've been hanging out, so might as well say hello.
Awesome.
I'm
Yep.
glad you did, man.
Glad to
How
be
you
here.
feeling?
Much better than yesterday and much better than the day before. So
Good.
it's
Good.
been a slow go, but I'm finally eating solid food and all that good stuff. So I did a bit too
Thank
much
God.
on Friday, but other
Oh,
than that,
shit.
I'm doing a little
On the
better.
road, at least? On the road?
Yep.
To recovery?
Yep.
Well, that's good, dude.
Good to hear. Good to
It's
hear.
good
Yeah.
to-
No.
It's good to see you.
Well, I saw the barbecue and I just had.
Yeah. Here's another one that likes to torture us with food.
Yeah. Right? Can't go wrong. This will make you feel better, right? Or is everyone saying
Oh,
in
yeah.
the chat they're getting hungry, right? Yeah. Hungry boys, extra hungry. Yeah. And I know you're a great chef too, yeah, from all the stuff that you cook. So yeah, this is the recipe here for best ribs in the universe. So the quarter batch. I always just make a big batch and multiply by 4. So yeah, 1 cup of sugar, cup of salt, brown sugar, chili powder, cumin, MSG, cayenne pepper, black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Can't go wrong with that, right? My brother-in-law just swears by salt and pepper, and his ribs come out fantastic. And it always gets me angry because I'm like, I don't want to just use salt and pepper. Right? It's too simple. So
I would have put a little thyme in that recipe, and
okay.
Maybe a little powdered mustard.
Mustard, yep, yeah, oh yeah, mustard had
A
a good
little
flavor to that.
powdered mustard in there.
Yep,
It's
yep.
actually pretty damn good. So
That sounds good too. Yep, yep. So here's you got it. Of course, you need wood in your smoker, right? So you get the smoker going up, ready to go, and then nothing
I
beats
smoke with
this
apple.
apple. Yeah, I use a lot of apple too. Yep, I don't like the harsher woods or the I like apple or more less. What's the other one that I use sometimes? Is peach or I'm trying to remember what else I use, but the some of the harsher
Pecan.
woods just pecan. Yeah. But some of the woods I've found, or especially if you put too much in, can really kind of overpower the flavor of the food. I think sometimes, like hickory, I think you can kind of, or mesquite, if you put too much, it can overdo it. But yeah, I like the apple, the cherry, maybe peach and pecan. But and sassafras can be interesting too. It's fun to like experiment, but yeah, you can sometimes you can kind of overpower it. Yeah.
Well, I have 3 apple trees. I have a pear and a plum. So I kind of
Nice.
like to mostly use the apple wood, but sometimes I like to mix it up a little bit. So.
Yeah, just and that's the taste is just the first time I did it myself. I couldn't believe how you try to cook something in the oven, it just doesn't come out. Just doesn't come out nearly as there's no flavor there. There's no smoke there, so it's just just can't beat it. So yeah, so there's my my R2D2 smoker smoking.
At the Vegas meetup, I brought my brisket with my homemade barbecue sauce.
Nice. Oh, I love brisket. Oh, good brisket. It's just
Oh yeah, nice.
for. Yeah.
Nice indeed.
People were going nuts. They're like, you can really cook, can't you? And I'm like, yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I think you sound good, Eric. Eric, yep. I think
you sound good. Yeah. We're hearing you, brother.
Yep.
Love me some brisket. I want me some brisket now.
Now
that sounds really good right now.
So now this is the crazy engineering part, where it's so I made this cover. This is actually I buy this at Home Depot. This is an insulation cover for like a water heater, and just cut it. You make one wrap here, and then it's pretty easy to do. You go around one way and then cut it so the smoke can exit from the sides here. Especially that Weber doesn't hold the heat as well as the fancy dancy big green egg. So that, and especially if I'm trying to cook in the winter too, it gets pretty darn cold in Connecticut here. So this really holds the heat in. And of course, you have to have a computer to cook that's controlled by Wi-Fi, right? If you're doing anything with your grill. So this actually can hook up to the internet. You don't have to hook it up to the internet, but it's got your pit is your temperature of so you set it and it controls the fan. So say you want to cook at like 250, 275, then you can set that on here, and then you've got your three food probes, so you can have three different spots you're getting the food, and then it runs the fan, and it knows if you open the lid. It's just really just makes life a lot easier, especially with one when you instead of playing with the vents all the time, which I can do. I know to cook without it, but you gotta have something. That's just me. I gotta have overkill and have something like that. So, hey, Sean Carter's here. Hail, Sean Carter. How's it going? We're doing a rib segment here before we talk Spider-Verse. Yep. So, and Fiona says she does ribs for 24 hours in a sous vide bath. We tried 40 and 70 jars, but just too tender. We like the pork. If you say fall off the bone, as my brother-in-law who's from the South tells me, it should never fall off the bone. It should be have some bite to it. So if he said if you ever go to a rib place and it says fall off the bone, they don't know what they're doing. So, sous vide is a good way to finish it.
It should come off the bone easy, but you shouldn't pick it up and it falls off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it gets too mushy. Yeah. So Hungry Boy is saying this looks like a Romulan, Romulan outfit. Yep. Yeah, come on, Lisa. Computers and cooking. No, it's just a temp. It just turns into an oven, basically, right? When you got your oven, you set the oven for say 250 or 400. Yeah. So yeah. And I did overcook these a little bit. I thought it tasted great. They came out really good, but I was stuck at work, so I probably cooked them for an extra half hour. And Sean did some smoked beef back ribs. Oh, beef ribs are phenomenal too. I love beef ribs. Oh, those are so good. Good stuff. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it'll disintegrate in your fingers at 72 hours. Yeah. So these are maybe a little overcooked. I cooked them. Well, I shouldn't say overcooked, but it could. And the other thing you can do too is you can take them off, wrap them in tin foil. That's called like the Texas wrap, and you put brown sugar, honey, and barbecue sauce on them. And then you can put them back. But yeah, they came out pretty good. I think maybe like a half hour would have. Bless you. Yep, taking them off. Yep. Right. Oh, we're back to pizza. No, we don't want to show that to Eric. the clam, the shrimp pizza. Do you like sea bugs, Eric? Or
I do love clams, but not on my pizza.
all
I mean,
right.
I make whenever we have any kind of family get together, it's always insisted. I make clam dip up. It's basically clams, cream cheese, a little Worcestershire, hot sauce, lemon, garlic, and yeah, it's good stuff. And I've taught my family how to make it, and they're like, it just doesn't come out quite as good as yours. And I'm like, it's love I put in it. They're like, oh, screw you.
Right. Oh, I got to show JT Kirk's with the new app with the new icons, right? With the clam icon, yeah, the smiley face clam, one of the member icons. Yeah, that came out pretty funny. These are some homemade pizzas. I mean, I love cooking pizza in the cast iron frying pan. Yep. There's some more food. There's the famous clam.
Never tried pizza in the cast iron before.
Yeah, it works pretty good, especially if you get the yeah, your oven's got to be pretty hot, but sometimes what I'll do too, I'll cook the pizza for a little bit without the sauce and the toppings on, and then throw it on. Just give it like a few minutes to heat up first. Yep. This is definitely not a pizza Clobberin times, but like a salad pizza, right? There we go. So, but I thought everyone would like. We always get into food here somehow, so I thought everyone would like like to see that. Yep. We're driving Hungry Boy crazy. Yeah.
Still, clams on pizzas. Just Mark, I love you, but that's no.
Someday, everyone's like, come to New Haven, get clam pizza on me. But you know what you do? You get all the regular pizzas, and I'll get my one clam. You can try like one corner bite and see. It's basically like garlic bread. You know what it really is? It's like garlic bread with the clams on it, because it's they don't put white sauce on it, so it's really like a garlic bread with a lot of oil, and then the clams thrown on top of it. But just the pizza itself, even without the clams, it's just the crust is so good there. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sean. Yeah. What do you mean? Those look perfect. What do you mean too long? Great bark. I think if I take the texture, I think I cooked it a little faster because I was at work and I started at 3:00, then went back to work, and then I got stuck at work. But yeah, it did come out good. But normally I would have taken those off like a little bit. Yeah, earlier, but the bark was good. Yeah. It did come out good, yeah. Thank you. So I guess we'll talk a little bit of Spider-Verse now, right? Now, has anyone in the chat seen Into the Spider-Verse? Or am I the only person who's seen it?
I think you're the only lucky one.
I'm the only lucky one? All right, we won't talk.
Only one that's seen it. Now, a lot of people like it. So just so it's apparently getting some good reviews.
Yeah,
from audiences and others. I hated the first one, so I am unqualified to watch it.
Yep. No Spidey for Lisa. Yep.
Well,
and Brian Hepburn's voice. Well, I guess. Why don't she didn't see it? I'm guessing she said she didn't see it. Yep.
That's okay.
And Lenrod would try the clam pizza too. Thank you, Lenrod. Yep. Yeah. So I'll just spend a few minutes talking about it. Not too long.
Go for it.
A lot of people hadn't seen it, but the cons. I think I'll start with the cons and we'll do the bad stuff. I think it was too long. So it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, and some scenes dragged a little bit. Not so much because the scenes in of themselves were bad, but there were too much stuff with the parents, I thought, and a lot of stuff with the parents trying to figure out how to be, what makes a good parent or how to parent, or self-doubting their parenting skills. And I guess as a parent, I mean, you all always have tough times. I never, had conversations about how to be a parent. It's I don't know. That part I didn't I thought it was just too much. I think the chemistry between Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy, from the other universe, and to explain, everyone probably knows these characters by now, but
Miles
of course
Morales.
we know that Gwen Stacy died, obviously in our universe, and now they've opened up with all these multiverse. Let me put the spoil. I'll do very mild spoilers, but I'll put up the let me put up the spoilers banner just in case. But I'm not going to give away major stuff, but I'll tell you if I'm going to say anything that's spoiler, and then I'll give you a notice to cut out. But great chemistry between Miles and Gwen, and of course, Gwen died in our universe. What was that, issue 121 or 120 of Spider-Man? Tragically passes away, which we saw that scene in the Amazing Spider-Man, where Spider-Man
Part 2.
And if you read the comic, Part 2, where he shoots the web, and the physics of it, he snaps her back too quickly and breaks her neck. So, there's a good chemistry there in the character, and Miles, I think, if this is an alternate, we'll get into the whole Miles Morales / Spider-Man, I guess, a little bit later. But if this is just like a what if kind of story, I think that Miles works a lot better that way, especially with all these alternate universes. But I think eventually the plan is probably to have him replace, Peter Parker in the Marvel universe. That's just I think they're going to go that way, unfortunately. That's just the way I see it. But hey, Monkey Jeebus.
Monkey Jeebus.
How's it going? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So great chemistry there between those two lead characters. You can definitely feel that there's some kind of attraction. There's a connection going on there, which I appreciate. And the character of Spider-Gwen is an interesting character, but it doesn't, it's more of a what if to me, or or an Elseworld story. But then when they pull these characters back into the main universes, there's a reason why they had Gwen Stacy die, and that they actually touch on that in this movie. There's fixed points. I'm talking Doctor Who now. They come up with fixed points or canon points. Yeah, canon points that are critical. And this is very mildly spoiler. It's not really giving anything away, but there's certain events like the death of Uncle Ben. So there's like a bazillion Spider-Men and women throughout the universe. I kind of hate the concept.
That stuff. I hate that.
I don't like it. I mean, but I mean, if you're gonna go with those rules in that universe, they're following this idea that there's an Uncle Ben that dies in everyone's life. There's a Captain Stacy that dies in everyone's life. So one of the big plot points. Now this will be semi-spoilery for about 10 to 15 seconds or 20 seconds. So if you don't want to hear this, it's not a big spoiler, but I'll do 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. But so Miles basically is not supposed to be Spider-Man in his universe, which is very interesting. I thought they went with that route. So this character,
what do you mean?
So this character, the Spot, he's a scientist, and he pulls in from another dimension the spider, the radioactive spider from the Spider-Verse number 42, and Miles gets bitten by this spider, Spider was supposed to bite Peter Parker. So he, in that other universe, so he's becoming a secondary Spider-Man in this other universe that he's in. I can't remember the number. So major plot thread is that he's not supposed to be a Spider-Man. I'm not going to call him Spider-Man, a Spider-Man. So that other universe, that 42 universe, has no Spider-Man because that spider was transported by this scientist. And then Miles causes a massive accident, aka Dr. Doom. And this guy turns into. Everyone play the video game Spoiler? What's it called? Where you shoot Portal. So he's basically like a Portal type character where his body can go everywhere. Yeah. So as Monkey's saying, Miles is supposed to be
the Spot. Yeah.
Yep. So I think Monkey. I think the way they explained it was he's not supposed to be Spider-Man at all. If I'm, I could be wrong. Just watching this. But the very end of the movie, they say that he's got the spider that was supposed to be for Peter Parker in the 42 universe, but I've only seen the movie once, and
I thought in the first movie there was a Spider-Man originally in it who died by
Yeah, there
Kingpin
was.
or something like that.
Yep. But was that
In the
from his
fight with
Miles?
Kingpin.
But was that from Miles' universe or
I
different?
think so.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm just very confused by all these multiverses.
And then Peter Parker from another universe showed up. Remember?
Yeah, so
that
Miles
was
Spider
later
was
on in
from
the film.
42. Yeah, from
Yeah.
U42. Yep. So, I mean, but basically, they're telling him the big plot thread at the end of this is that they're all the spider peoples, for lack of a better term, are ganging up against Miles because he's not supposed to be Spider-Man, and they're trying to prevent him from stopping the death of his dad as a police captain, who's like a Captain Stacy, and that's supposed to be a fixed point in time or canon event. And the bad guy in the movie is actually, or partial bad guy. This Spot. Villain is almost more sympathetic, or you don't.
I'm tired
even
of
though
sympathetic villains personally, but yeah.
Yeah, he's more. He's been. This is his skin. He's been turned into this creature that, he's got no face anymore, and
yeah.
So he's more sympathetic. So Miguel O'Hara, who is Spider-Man 2099, who has a really cool costume in this. They did a nice job with his character design. He's basically like Madam Web, or the Doctor, for lack of a better term, who's in charge of everything, trying to control what's happening in all the different universes. And he found a universe where he had quote unquote his doppelganger, his version of him died. This is all screws with your brain. And so he went to live there, and then because he didn't belong there, he destroyed that universe. That universe got erased. So Miles, I guess they're saying, is going to cause the destruction of his universe, or if he prevents the death of his father that's supposed to happen in 2 days. So the movie cuts right at the end there, where it's a two-part. It's basically Back to the Future.
Yeah, it's a continuation. It continues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Back to the Future 2 did, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like to be continued. So it stops. Miles, Miles escapes back to, his universe, and he's going to try to prevent the death of his dad.
Hey, Cardinal Sin, by the way.
Hey, Cardinal Sin, how's it going? Yeah, so buddy. So Peter dies and Miles gets bitten in the first one. They make the spider that bites Miles from a different universe in this one, 100%. Yep. This is also a two-parter going into the Beyond the Spider-Verse. Yep. So yeah, so it's going to be another movie in another year. Now the animation is really cool in some spots, and other spots, Steve had to step out trying to find some pictures, but they mix all different types of genres. Like the opening villain is a version of the Vulture from Leonardo da Vinci's Italy. Basically, it looks like, and he's in black and white or brown, and he's got all these crazy gadgets. So the movie opens with that big scene, and Gwen comes in to help, and this version of Spider-Woman, it's not Jessica Drew, and she's actually pregnant in the movie, which I thought was redonkulous. Fighting villains, Prego. And then Peter Parker's got the Peter Parker that survived. He's got my favorite character, one of my favorite characters all time, Mayday Parker from the Spider-Girl series. She appeared in What If.
Mayday in it?
Mayday's in it, but as a baby. So we don't get a grown-up Mayday, unfortunately, which I was hoping for. So you get a baby, but he's taking her around and he's going on chasing Miles and doing certain things. In the end, she's got this cute little knit cap that she's wearing. I don't know if I can find a picture of it. And she pulls the cap down. You kind of can't see it there. It's very cute. It's fun. But it's kind of like if you're a dad, you're not going to have your kid in any kind of danger if you can avoid it. But yeah, Fiona's saying, yeah, they have a clever and a lot of different techniques. So some actually live action. So they had what was the character? What's the actor's name? I'm forgetting that live action character in a couple scenes. They mix animation, so they'll have there's Punk Spider-Man who looks totally like the animation is totally different for his character. This is just a style of animation. So you've got this kind of style. And my friend called it like dirty animation. They just mixed up, some looks more like CGI at some points, and it's an interesting mix. Now, it might be a little bit frenetic for some people, and it's definitely.
I've heard it's not good for epileptic people. With,
oh my God, no! If you had,
they said you got to watch it. You can't go. I mean, if you have a problem with that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I would definitely could see that would definitely be a problem. Yep. Yeah, because it's a lot of flashing and jittering and things like that. Here we go. They've got all the characters in the movie. Maybe that'll be a good. Don't want to show a trailer, but show the different characters. Not a lot of Peter Porker. There's a Spider Cat at one point, but see how the animation styles change. So this was Indian Spider-Man. There's Mayday there with her cap.
About Spider-Man Noir.
Yep. There's and then there's a punk rock Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think one of the problems of the movie, I did think they did Peter Parker a little dirty. I agree. I didn't like the characterization there. Some of the way they make fun of him.
No,
and the thing I was
the first one.
And the second one too. It was a little bit of
really again.
Again, yeah. Some of that stuff was not good. And I was supposed to get an IMAX movie poster, and they ran out of movie posters. So AMC, I want my poster. I still want it though. Yeah, I paid for it. Sort of.
It's like dog crap anyway.
The poster is this poster here. Let's see. Where's I put it on the overlay here. Yep. So tough to see, but that was the giveaway. That was the giveaway poster there.
Yeah, that's a good question. Did they have Peter Porker in it though?
Very short. Not enough Peter Porker. Not enough Peter Porker.
Of course.
He was the highlight of the first movie though.
Yeah, not enough. Yep. Not enough Peter Porker. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spider-Ham.
Yep. So JT Kirk is asking, do you think the art style is tolerable, neutral for the movie? I guess it just depends on what you like. I mean, but I think it was all over the place. There's a Mayday there with her cute hat. Is there not one animation style which you might drive you crazy, or it might might be something you like, all the different techniques and the look. So certain characters had a look like punk rock Spider-Man looked totally different. Spider-Man 2099, it was Miguel O'Hara, is basically the villain of the movie.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's basically the villain. He's just
does he look like his real costume?
Costume looks great. Yeah, costume looks good, but his style of animation. So he's in charge of. He's basically He's basically trying to keep the multiverse in order. So he's trying to. He doesn't want Miles to be Spider-Man, I guess, or a Spider-Man. So he's caused all these problems. So Miles, I guess, is the out of canon character, or the aberration, or anomalies, they call them anomalies. That's kind of like another time variance authority, another Loki kind of deal there. So it's Lenrod says bounces over to keep young people watching with their modern 10-second attention span. So. But it did drag at some points in terms of not showing things. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm with Brian. I'm gonna wait until it's streaming someplace.
Yeah.
Probably
Your old
just watch
toys. Yeah,
watch it
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah.
free.
Your old toys. Yep.
Indeed. And Jill's here, and your old toys.
Hey, Jill.
I'm with you, EK. I probably won't even watch it then because I hated the first one so much. But I don't know. I mean, it looks. I guess it's visual enough. If some people are really like the first one, I could see going to see this. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say give it. I always say give it a shot, unless you don't.
Yeah, I won't be watching
It's something
it, no
you'd
matter
never.
what.
Yeah, well, no, like you'd never.
God, I hate that first
Bob
movie so
Thompson.
much. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Jeez, that last picture though. Everyone knows a lady that's 8-9 months pregnant is really going to want to be up on her feet and fighting.
Why would they do that?
It's crazy. No, just insane. I mean, she looks a little less pregnant, and Peter Park or someone never ask a lady if she's pregnant. But I think it's Spider Gwen who says
you don't have
it,
to ask at that point.
We shouldn't ask anyway. Trust me.
I know.
There's been
Just
some.
saying.
Yeah. But yeah, she shouldn't have been fighting there. And this
She's not
this
Jessica Drew. Who is she?
She is another version of Jessica Drew.
She's Jessica Drew, though, right?
Yeah, but I think do they call her character something different, like Jess Drew or
should have found out. I can't keep up with all these phony
Yeah.
new. To me, Spider-Verse was no such thing. The last time I collected Spider-Man on a regular basis, he only had 4 titles.
Yeah. And actually, the original Jessica Drew with the original
titles.
costume appears, not this new modern-y costume,
Mhm.
appears in the movie too at one point.
Really, the old costume?
The old costume, yeah. This is Spider Punk. Hobie Brown is his name, and yeah. But look how you can't even follow him, the way he's drawn, and his character kind of
What
gets
the heck is
political.
that?
That's Spider Punk, yeah. Crazy. Just the drawing on that character was nuts. Or the style, I should say. And he gets kind of political in some statements, but he's the punk rocker, so it's kind of down with everything.
Right.
I thought Ben Riley actually looked the best. It's like he's ripped off the comics, like the way he's animated, like he's literally ripped out. Like his drawing looks like he's from the comic book.
Was he in it much, Ben Riley?
He's in it quite a little bit, but he's more of a gung ho, like let's get him, let's go.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much. There's not much subtlety to his character, but his costume looked fantastic. And I'm trying to describe it, but it looked like he was like lifted off the page. If that makes any kind of sense, yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Hungry Boy's not a fan, yep, of that, but his animation style was interesting, yeah. Yeah, Gwen has most of the Spider Gwen is most of the dialogue, and then Penny Parker is one little scene. Spider-Man Noir was. I didn't see Spider-Man. I guess he appeared.
Noir's
in one.
not in this one.
Well, he doesn't have a major role.
I kind of liked him in the first one. It was one of the few things I enjoyed. Kind of was Spider-Man Noir. No Nicolas Cage, huh?
No, I didn't see it unless I missed it. Of course, they have the PlayStation Spider-Man, and everyone wears Sony headphones. A lot of Sony products in the movie.
Naturally,
they do show a lot of covers in the movie too. Like they break the movie into 5 chapters, so they have a cover for each Spider-Man chapter, and then they show the Spider-Man number 1 or Amazing Fantasy number 115 cover too.
Well,
yep.
Who does the voice for the Stan Lee obligatory Stan Lee cameo?
No Stan Lee in this one.
He was in this one, though. He was in the first one. It wasn't really him. It may have been really him.
No, he wasn't. No, I didn't notice Stan. I didn't notice Stan.
They didn't go to Ditko's comic shop or whatever.
Nope, we didn't get that again. Nope.
The first one, they had a guy pretending to be Stan Lee running the comic shop, right?
Yeah.
That's not in this one.
Not in this one. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Unless I fell asleep.
I think what I read they're doing now is they're putting in like his birthday or something somewhere.
That's their
or
tribute now?
something that says Excelsior or something like that. Somewhere in the movie they're putting it in there. So that's how they're putting him in the movies now.
Looks like Miss Fiona's seen it. You have seen it, eh, Fiona? Wow.
And this was cool. They had the Spectacular Spider-Man. So they had like
Spider-Man version was there?
yeah. So they had animated characters. They had the '67 Spider-Man. They also did
In the movie? Oh, in the credits.
In the movie. No, in the movie. They had this guy in the movie. They just
Wow.
draw him like that, and he's in the movie. It's just wild. I mean, it's just. I mean, whatever you think of the movie, or you know, if you just
That's
saw
kinda
that
cool,
scene,
yeah.
it was kind of cool. Yeah, the Japanese Spider-Man was in there. Yep.
Nice.
And then they had live action too. They had pictures of Tobey Maguire in there, and they had there were stills that were showing those fixed points in time, but they had live action characters pictures in there. So
still processing. Okay, I got you. I'm that way too. Sometimes I can't stop. Tough to talk about a movie right after you've seen it.
Yeah. So they did. Yeah, Dennis Leary was in there. You can hear him say a line. Yeah. Oh, hey, Courtney's here.
Hey, Courtney.
Oh, I'll add her. Yep.
Hold on 1 second. I can't believe you guys are still going. Hold on 1 second.
Hey.
Oh, we're having fun tonight. Yep.
Eric,
we had
I
the
don't know if you
Vulture.
and Courtney have met, but I believe you know who Courtney is.
Yes, I know it's Courtney. Hi, Courtney.
Okay, hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, we got you. Yep, we got you. Yep.
Excellent. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Right.
Yeah, doing good. Yep. Thank you for stopping by. Yep. So we're talking Spider. I'm assuming you haven't seen this Across the Spider-Verse.
No, the last Spider-Man I saw was with Kirsten Dunst, whatever her name is, Dunst, and
Dunst.
The other little guy. He was
a horrible Mary Jane. In my opinion.
I didn't like her as Mary Jane. I like her as in other movies, but
Yeah.
not really smart. But that's the last thing I saw of Spider-Man. So.
I'd do it.
Yeah, Donald Glover was in the movie too as a live action character as the Prowler. Yep.
He's the Prowler in this? Yeah, like he wasn't.
Another spoiler for 10 seconds. In the universe where that Spider-Man was supposed to be the universe 42, Miles is evil in that universe, and he's a version of the Prowler. So that's how the movie.
Miles is.
Yeah,
Weird.
So they're kind of making him out to be not the best character either. So
not the best of Sevar.
No, which was interesting because he seems kind of selfish, and of course, who wouldn't try to save their dad, right? If there's your dad is going to be, pass away, but he's basically risking destruction of the universe at that point. Yep. Oh yeah, Spinneret was there. Yep. Annie Mae Parker. Another version. Yeah, when they gave Mary Jane Watson Spider-Man powers for a while, right? Was that Spider Island? I think. I'm trying to remember. Yep.
It's Dan Slott, so I wasn't reading it.
Yeah. Steampunk Spider Lady. Yeah, she was in there. Werewolf Spider-Man. There was a gazillion Spider-Man in there. Yeah. And at some point, that just gets ridiculous. Yeah. In terms of how they go to basically Spider Central. I don't know what they call it, but literally, there's thousands and thousands of spider people there. Yeah. 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 So I don't know if they're saying that's Julia Carpenter. They're the black and white one.
Julia Carpenter. Yeah, that's the.
I didn't see Mayday in this, an older Mayday. Maybe they're saying that's. I don't know if they're mixing up movies here, but. I guess we did see the classic armored Spider-Man. Yeah. Let's see here.
Papa Cotton, hey there.
Hey, Papa Cotton, how's it going?
Hey, Papa Cotton. hey, hungry boy.
Mary Jane Watts was a high maintenance pain in the ass. R.I.P. Gwen Stacy. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, did you see they're going to have Sydney Sweeney as Madam Web?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Is that gonna be the next movie or?
Yeah. So I
Get
don't
ready for.
quite picture that. That's
Yeah.
not. I remember in the cartoon it was
Stan Lee's wife,
definitely.
Joan Lee.
John
Yeah.
Lee, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There's another version of Peter Porker. I can't talk, but yeah. I mean, some of this stuff is fun, but then it just gets a little ridiculous. Yeah. Spider Monkey.
I
And the
remember when he had that
bombastic
bag on his
Bagman.
head,
Yeah.
the Bagman for the FF costume. That was in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they had Bagman Spider-Man for a
Oh my
second. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that was like one issue.
Yeah. Right. Cyborg Spider Woman. I don't notice that yet. Yeah, doppelganger. Yeah, 6 replica Spider-Man.
That's a little bit getting out of hand with all that different.
Out of hand. Yep.
Yeah.
Your Muslim uncle. Good night. Take care.
Hi, Muslim uncle. Yep.
Take care, your Muslim uncle. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna go for just
Take care, dude.
few more minutes. Few more
Night, your
minutes
Muslim
here. Yeah.
uncle.
Few more minutes. Yep. But Spider Pig. Yeah, this would be fun. Yep. Then one character was like a virtual spider. Yeah, this is Spider Bite. Yeah, virtual reality. So, which is I don't know how that works, but she's a computerized version of it. She's got an avatar. She's like in a holodeck. Yeah. And the point they had a great pointy Spidey gag. They said, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 29 says, "Everyone, we got to get Spider-Man," and then they all pointed at the whole thing. They all pointed at each other. That was funny. Yep. The Spider Cat was ridiculous. It's a Spider Cat. Yeah.
I just keep thinking of The Simpsons now. It's Spider Pig that you're saying.
Yeah.
Spider Pig.
I think it's so they can do a lot of toys.
Right. Yep. Spider-Man 2211 was Dr. Max Borg. Yeah, he's the guy. They come out like they're like they're all pointing at him like, what did I do? Yep. So some parts are fun. Yeah, and there's actually Spider Rex. Yep. Don't ask me how there's a spider version of a dinosaur, but yeah. It's not the Jack Kirby version.
No.
It sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Spider Therapist. Yep. That was a funny scene, actually. Yeah.
How about any homages to Ditko? I guess not, probably.
Not really. Now, this was the best part. There was a Lego version of Spidey and Jonah Jameson. That I really laughed at. They went to like the Lego universe, and Spider-Man was there, and he flips his comic on, and it was just that. I think that was it was only like a 30-second scene, but that was hysterical. I was laughing at that, and he made like a sound effect when he changed. It was just so much. It was crazy fun. Yeah. Yeah, British hero Spider UK. Yep, she was. Some of these characters I don't even know, but yeah, she was in it. So, yeah, went kind of crazy with the amount of characters, but I don't know. I guess some of the stuff surprised me in terms of how they made Miles out to be kind of the bad guy in this movie, and Gwen and everyone else is hiding what they know from, about Miles Morales. So that was kind of interesting. I think they could have probably knocked a half hour off this movie. you wouldn't have noticed probably. There's some scenes that kind of drag. They go a little bit longer. Scenes with his parents, and there's a lot of he's always away, he's always out, being Spider-Man, and he's missing school, he's missing certain things, and his parents want to ground him. So some of that was kind of fun, but then it just goes on for too long, and it's just they keep going back to that riff now and again. This was an interesting scene. So they go, Spider-Gwen and him, they go like to talk when she comes back to the universe, and they're sitting upside down below a building. Doesn't look too safe, but yeah, they're spider people, so I guess they can do it. So I thought that was probably some of the best stuff between these two characters. I thought that was good. And there's the Miguel O'Hara. He had Oh, they're coming to the action. Of course, they're doing action figures for all these characters. Yeah, so he looked pretty darn scary in this movie. But he's not a sympathetic character. He's kind of like a Batman type, in charge of everyone. But no charm to his character. We'll see what happens in the next movie. But yeah, it was. Yeah, here's his character here. Character design with a costume. I don't. I guess I did like it. I'm gonna say I liked it. But it was kind of frenetic, and I don't know if Fiona's here saying 40. They could have cut maybe 45 minutes, or just do the whole movie and just chop it. Don't do it in two different pieces. Just maybe do a 2-hour movie. Probably this whole storyline could have been done in 2 hours. I mean, you heard me explain what happened. Like when he's fighting this character Spot, the fight goes for like 10 minutes, which is really cool, but after a while is kind of it goes on for too long. You don't want to see that long of a fight, I guess. So that kind of threw me a little bit, but yeah, Papa Khan says I could live the rest of my life without seeing another version of Uncle Ben dying. Well, thankfully in this they just showed a few pictures. It wasn't too much. Yeah. And Hungry Boy saying, does that mean Grace Randolph likes that? I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah. Said no charm. Yeah. Well, Miles
probably. Yeah. Probably she loved it. Yeah.
Miguel, Spider-Man 2029 is no charm to his character. He's just all business, and he's on his mission. So there's nothing charming about his character. He's a vampire in this too. Part vampire. Is that something I missed? And they showed him like he's going to bite a character at one point. Was he originally like that in the comics, or was that?
I don't think so, but I never read
they
his
added?
much.
I mean, I read a few of the comics, but yeah, I'd say go check it out. I think maybe it's obviously geared a little bit more towards kids. I did like some of it. It's a couple of things that were political. I don't even want to mention what I saw because I don't want to get into trouble. It was minor, but it's there's some messaging in there which I didn't think needed to be in there. A few times. It's not overt. And Spider-Punk is kind of crazy too, but you kind of write that off because he's a punk rocker. So I guess maybe he should be saying things like that. It wasn't major, but it's in there. They have Spider-Punk, yeah. Spider-Punk court. And where's Spider-Punk here? Let's see. I'll show you a picture of Spider-Punk. Sid Vicious kind of character here, yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so cool.
Yeah, and there's an action figure for him. Yes, there's
really
Spider-Punk action figure. Yeah,
no way.
There you go.
I love it.
He's not.
I love it.
You would buy that, right?
Even if the movie was awful, I just love that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say J.D. Kirk, but there's a couple. If you goggle it, you'll see. There's some subtle messaging. Hey, Tim Stock.
So are his web shooter?
Hi, Tim.
Does the guitar shoot webs? I think it does, actually, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
That would be super cool.
He's just so crazy. His animation style is just so crazy. In the movie, I wish he kind of looked like this action figure because you can't tell what the hell's going on. This is the animation of his character. So each character has a different style of animation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really weird, interesting and weird, I guess to say. And some parts it works, but I did not like the animation on Spider-Punk, I have to say, for a lot of it. But it's like, Spider-Man 66 looks like that animation, you know, from the from the cartoon thrown into the movie. Oh yeah, web blast Spider. Courtney, you got to get this and play this on the show. Spider-Man Across the Universe, Punk web blast toy guitar
Oh my
shoots
God.
webs there.
I'm
your.
looking on my phone, so it's like really tiny, but I'm gonna definitely have to get a larger device.
You got to get it right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled it.
Good night, Fiona. Good night, your Muslim uncle.
Oh, who's read that?
Thank you, everyone. Yep.
Your Muslim uncle. Good night. It's Fiona says running out. Oh, good night, Fiona.
And thank you, your Muslim uncle, for your super chat, and thank you, Fiona.
Yes.
You're heading out. Thank you for your super chat as well. Yep, much appreciated. That's going towards the $100,000 Corvette fund. Yep, and we're just gonna go famous last words. Just a couple more minutes, but and Tim.
Mark, I also want to say another time congratulations because.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm really proud of you.
Indeed.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for all your help. Yep. Glad to finally make it. Yep. And Tim loved it, but wasn't perfect. Yeah. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this movie. But Spider-Punk, yeah. Why don't they do like a better animation on Spider-Punk? I have to say, but I guess that's a style from the comic. So, and of course they're going to sell lots of Spider-Punk. Courtney's buying the Spider-Punk action figure, right? So. It's sold.
Spider-Punk is skinny.
That's for sure. Yep. Well, he gets a lot of exercise. Yep, and maybe other things we won't mention. Yeah. To keep going. Yep. What do people in band? I don't want to stereotype people in bands. The other thing I want to talk about very briefly. Famous last words. We'll close down the spot. The other thing that's happening. I didn't read this comic. But I had it up on the trailer, so talk about it for a couple minutes. Eric, do you know what's going on with the Punisher?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's just stupid. I mean, you're getting rid of one of the last masculine characters that Marvel has. So it's, I mean, he's built to be a kick-ass, no holds barred character, and they basically ripped his cojones out. So
yeah,
getting that divorce, his wife's taken all his money, sold all his secret hideouts and all his weapons and everything, and
sold all his comic
books. Everything. Yep, it's an abomination.
Yeah, so they basically gotten rid of the Punisher. So the problem was, quote unquote, with the Punisher was that they hated the symbolism of that skull. The creator of that design, I'm forgetting the art. Who was the artist that did that?
Jerry Conway is the
right?
writer, creator for him. I forget who he created him with. Maybe Ross Andrew or Rich Buckler or somebody like that. I can't really remember who designed it off the top of my head. But yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Courtney, you didn't have to do that. You're on the panel, but thank you. Yeah, she says.
Hey,
much love to you all.
Congrats. See if it worked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or if it was a joke.
No, it did work. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Much appreciated. Yep.
I know I didn't, but I did.
You did. All right. I won't say no. But yeah, so Castle, is kind of a quote unquote problematic character. When you think about it,
Romita and Ross Andrew, like it was Romita. Romita designed him, but I remember the first comic he was in was like one of those magazines, one of those Marvel previews or something. So, or he like Amazing Spider-Man 129. But then he went into one of those magazines. So it was Andrew, but Romita did him for one of those magazines afterwards. One of them was supposed to come out first. I can't remember. It's been a while, but yeah. But it was Jerry Conway, and he agrees with this crap because he's a W idiot.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
So unfortunately, well, they didn't like the way the Punisher symbol was being used by law enforcement or different groups or other, maybe other groups. So they wanted. So they got rid of this Punisher symbol and gave him this kind of symbol. And Eric, you summarized it pretty darn well. But I guess they made it so. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Jill.
Is this real? Thank you, Jill. Again, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
Jill.
Really cool. Thank you, Jill. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to that Corvette fund. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Um, so they got rid of the cool skull Punisher symbol you can see back here, which is such an amazing design. That's why it's everywhere. It's so iconic. And they said Spider-Man, Punisher was actually groomed by the Hand since he was a kid to be an assassin as part of the Hand, basically like a Daredevil type villain. And he's gained all these powers, and it's just ridiculous. And they bring his wife back to life, like Eric said, and his wife says she tells Frank that she was going to divorce him before she was killed. Rejects everything he did in her name before the Punisher's finally broken. Frank summons the last remnants of the Beast power, not the Beast, the X-Men. He's considered this Beast character now in the Hand, and turns the demonic flames on himself. It looks like a fiery deletion. So here's the panel. I mean, the Punisher is no more. So he's locked up and self-disintegrates, I guess, when he goes to another dimension. So he's the High Slayer of the Cult of Assassins known as the Hand. This is just so redundant. This is supposed to be the most. Oh, Sean, Sean says it's his turn now. Thank you, guys.
No,
yeah, thank you. You have to do that. Thank you so much.
Exciting. It's new for you. So.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi. Sitting in my car.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Unless Lisa's got to keep recalculating now. Yeah. Yeah. So the Punisher's a down to earth, gritty. He's basically like a Batman with guns, if you want to simplify it. Where his family's killed right in front of him by mobsters, and he goes on the rampage. And he doesn't really fit in as a hero or an anti-hero, but Punisher Warzone. I remember reading that. That was Garth. Is that Garth Ennis? Warzone.
Yeah.
I thought some of those stories were damn good. But it's tough to fit in.
Warzone. Mike Barron did it before that, but yeah, I think that was Garth Ennis. Yeah.
The Garth Ennis run that was probably the most popular.
Yes.
Popular run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that art killed Hungry Boy. Sorry, Hungry Boy. And Donnie says, "Congrats, thank you very much." Yeah, but it's just nuts. I mean, he's such a basic character. If you want to get rid of him, just don't write stories of him. Just don't do this to a character. Of course, they can't do that. He's basically the character's became a little over the top, but. All these Wolverine, it's got claws, right? I mean, it's just how the character's portrayed. It's like the A-Team, they shoot all these rounds, they don't kill anyone. So it's difficult to have a character like this, as a superhero, I guess, doesn't really fit in. But they said it's not my war, not anymore. Frank, call me Frank. So I guess he's in this alternate dimension protecting these orphans. Or look at this art, how horrible it is. Hungry Boy, cover your eyes. But it's just ridiculous what they did to the character. I mean, what do you think of that, Clapperton, making the Punisher part of the Hand?
The Hand, Jesus Christ! I can't even comment on it. It makes me want to throw up. It's modern Marvel, so you shouldn't be surprised by it. But no, man, this is just moronic garbage. I mean, you guys, you may as well just stop printing comics at all. Or you may as well just print big pamphlets that say, please don't buy this comic. In fact, there you go. I've got a good idea to save money on cover art on every one of these comics. Get a big blank, just make it blank, right? White page. And then you can have somebody write in crayon on every Marvel comic. Please don't buy this comic. It's garbage. You're better off not buying it. Because that's what you're doing with your comics anyway. You're begging people to stop buying them. Because the people that you're appeasing with this trash, they don't buy comics and never did. So
very well said.
Why don't you just stop making them? Stop printing them. I mean, you can't even. I mean, this is so unbelievably moronic. Jerry Conway should be ashamed of himself. Marvel should be ashamed of themselves. And you can't even. How can you even critique something that's stupid? This is like you take this character and turn him into the antithesis of what he is about. I'm not even a big Punisher fan. The Punisher was basically stolen from Don Pendleton's Executioner series of books, 60s and 70s. And ripped off Marvel. He has pretty much the same origin. He's pretty much the same character. And he was stuck into this superhero universe, a character that just uses guns and executes criminals. But for a while there, originally he was using rubber bullets because it was, it was a kid's universe. Then later he started becoming more violent and everything. And to me, he just, I was never interested in the character to begin with. I didn't buy any of his comics. I could care less about the character, but a lot of people love him. They're big fans. I like what the Tick said about it. The character, basically about the Punisher, a character called Big Shot. He said, "Guns and superheroes don't mix." That said, I recognize that a lot of people love the Punisher, and to have this character completely stripped of everything that makes him the character is garbage. And all you're doing is ensuring that nobody who loves the character is you're chasing them away, and no new readers are going to come to the character and go, finally, the Punisher the way he is meant to be. That's not going to happen, Marvel. So you already weren't selling comics. You were already hemorrhaging money. Why bother even publish this garbage? It's just not even worth. I mean, you can't even take it seriously,
Bobby, because
I'm sorry.
I know you're passionate about it, and I love hearing it. I really do.
Well, thank you. I just think it's kind of futile because, again, you're not. It's not like you're saying, all right, there's this big audience out there that I know if we sacrifice the old audience, we're going to get that bigger one. That at least would be some logic to that, right? But there's no logic to saying what went before. We're going to change that. For example, we're going to take Batman, and instead of having him fight crime, we're going to make him a bad guy. We'll make him hate cops and beat up. Let's turn him into a villain. Well, then he's not Batman anymore. But sure, do what you got to do. We're going to take the Punisher and take everything away from its origin. And, of course, change his symbol because for some reason it affects the real world.
This symbol here. What the heck is that?
That bat on Batman's chest offends bats, so we're going to take it off.
Well,
they can't see it, they're blind.
It's a bunch of irresponsible soy people that are playing with other people's money that think it's never going to run out. So,
and it already has, yeah. The great Eric K.
Oh, that's Eric. Oh my gosh, I thought you were Steve at first before your voice, and then you didn't sound like. I apologize. Hi, Eric.
There we go. There's everyone's name there.
You say the soy people. I just say it's the no fun police or the PC police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and this sentence sums it up pretty well here. Yeah, surely the epilogue shows that even Frank Castle can heal. Well, that's okay, right? But only after he lets go of everything that made him the Punisher. What? A very sophisticated form of character assassination. This series then could very well be a long and elaborate farewell to the Punisher, a character created to be controversial, but that Marvel Comics clearly no longer wants to be associated with in this day and age where the imperative is staying as far away from controversy as possible. Well, I mean, this is just as controversial. What they should have done is just had the character go down in a blaze of glory if you're going to do that, right? If you don't want to use the character again instead of
it's not like
totally changing the character.
Right.
And he's in some kind of purgatory zone or some kind of other dimension, or which dimension do they call it? Some silly dimension, yeah, which is nuts. So and of course, yeah, you're not using firearms, but then they use swords and knives and everything else. It's yeah. So he's in. Frank is now taking care of orphans in the strange dimension, weird world. Trying to keep them safe from war, not to take part in it.
Weird world.
Yeah, weird world. Yeah, that's where they ended up. Yeah.
Weird world should be cool, not with this stuff.
Yeah. So craziness. So when I read that, I couldn't believe it. It's just well, I guess I can believe it, but yeah, I'm not a massive Punisher fan, but I did read a lot of Punisher Max and the Garth Ennis run I was buying, and then I bought I have a couple of hardcovers, and they're hard hitting stories. They're not really set in the superhero universe, and I wonder what's going to happen too. Aren't they supposed to do another Punisher TV series?
He's going to be on Daredevil.
Or he's going to be on Daredevil. So okay, so how are they going to handle the character there? I mean, God. I just don't get it. But I did like the Netflix Punisher. That second season was really good. I did really like the second season a lot. They got that great scene in the bar or the bathroom where he starts fighting. I love that "don't mess with me" kind of character. But really, no, yeah, just nuts.
When you say bar fighting and don't mess with me character, I thought of the Squeeze in Roadhouse. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, right. Don't mess with them. Yep. But well, I think that's a good point to get out of here. Well, I guess if you want to go buy it and read it, I'm not buying this comic, but you've been warned, I guess. Yeah. Doesn't look so good. Just especially when you alter a character that fundamentally. It's one thing just kill the character off if you don't want to use them anymore, but to do that to a character just seems nuts. Yep. But but I think that's a good time to wrap her up. People got to get to work, and we've done 3.5 hours. So there's Courtney. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, I'm just about to get out of the
There
car.
she is.
And I just honked the horn at
Okay.
midnight in this quiet neighborhood.
What are you doing? Where are you?
She's in the car. She's in the car.
Home. I'm sitting back
She's
on
home.
the steering wheel. That's the light up here, so you can see me.
Yep.
Just chilling.
Thanks, Courtney. Well, thank you for being here. Yep.
Courtney. Yeah, good to see you.
Waking up the neighborhood.
Yeah, don't wake up the neighborhood. Yep. Don't want to get anyone angry, right? But I want to
really
thank.
excited though that you guys are still going, and I can say hi to you and the chat and everybody.
Yeah, no, it's great to hang out for a little bit. Yep. Always appreciate when you stop by. Yep. So I want to thank Eric K for being here. That was an awesome surprise. Thank you, Eric K.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Nice to be here. And Lisa, they can't create anything new. Evil doesn't create; they just corrupt.
That's exactly right. They just destroy everything in their path.
Yep. Not good stuff. Yep. Oh, and Pop Culture Curator just stopped by. Yep. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here. So just want to thank, of course, Maddie's daddy was here earlier, so shout out to him. Thank you, Courtney, for popping by. Also, thank you to Maddie's daddy, Steve Mitchum. Couldn't stay too long because I guess Maddie was a little restless, but that's okay. We love Maddie, but thank you for him being here. And Dad Man is traveling, so he couldn't be here. So, but thank you for popping by, Dad Man. And Dad Man was here, and I didn't even play this, but I gotta play this.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Forgot to play that when Dad Man was here.
It's so funny.
Never gets old. Never gets old. And of course, thank you so much, everyone. I mean, all these super chats tonight. You guys didn't have to do that, but it's much appreciated. So this is my very first super chat. So that's JT Kirk, and StreamYard is actually starring them automatic, which is awesome. So thank you, JT Kirk, for that. And JT Kirk also gave away memberships too, which is so awesome. My second super chat was Dave, and then your Muslim uncle. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Fiona, and thank you to Courtney, and thank you to Jill, and thank you to Sean Carter of Mars. So thank you, everyone, for that. Much appreciated. Really, really nice of you guys to do that. So that's going to the Corvette fund. Maybe we're going to go to the Mustang fund. Yeah, got to get that Mustang back on the road. But thank you. JT Kirk, thank you. It's the first super chatter, first member gifter. Yeah, it's really, really appreciated. Really nice of you guys to do. Nice of you to do that, JT. Yep. And then there we go. Eric K. Take my money. You didn't have to do that. Come on, but no, thank you very much. Okay, I'll take it, I guess. Yep. Clobber Times, you wouldn't take it though, right? You're much better.
I wouldn't know how to give it back anyway.
You don't have to give it back, right?
I don't think it's possible.
Thank you, Eric K. And I think, Eric, you did my very first tip. I think at one point we were trying to check out the tipping, and I think you were the very first person to tip. So
yeah, I think I was.
Yeah, about a year, over a year ago. I think 2 years ago. So thank you. Yep. And Lisa's adjusting the Corvette font. So yeah, let's give shout outs. So God, I don't want to miss anyone, of course, but let's see who's active in the chat now. So Editor Jill, Brian Hepburn, of course, Hungry Boy, JT Kirk, Lenrod, Lisa, Pop Culture Curator, Sean Carter, and the Stream Element spot are active. I guess that's the tab where it shows you who's active. But let me scroll all the way back. Let's get everyone, or we'll try to get everyone if we can, and then we shall skedaddle. Let's see here. Who had the first chat tonight? Well, this chat was pretty darn active. Yep, which is great. Got to keep scrolling back. Wow, there's a lot to scroll back. I guess when you stay on for 3.5 hours. We went on. You guys all could have watched Into the Spider-Verse a time and a half. But thank you for being here tonight, hanging out with us. So of course my friend Geoff was here. My friend Brian Tiltawait 100. Mr. Angel was here. Let's see. I think I shouted out Buddy Hepburn. Gap was here. Zach was here. J-Man was here earlier. Polly's Minion was here. Let's see who else as I'm scrolling through. Oh, here we go. Joseph Dredd was here. He's laying down the law. Wagner was here. Let's see, who else am I missing? I said Zach's. Said Brian and Buddy. Let's see who else. Gap Stargate was here. Wade from Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips was here. Geoff, Mr. Angel, Phantom. Let's see, who else am I missing? I said Jill. Claude was here. Claude Saline. Yeah. There's Courtney.
I'm inside.
All right, Claude. Oh, low spec Linux laptop. We always play this game. I said Fiona, of course. Yep. And Lisa, your Muslim uncle. Of course, thank you for the super chat. Am I missing anyone, Claude? Oh, Jonah Hex was here.
Yeah.
Len Rod.
Let's see.
Monkey Jeebus was here.
Was it? Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Jill, we got Jill. Yep. We didn't have Spider Pig or Peter Porker here.
Donnie Pearson was here.
Donnie Pearson was here. Thank you, Donnie. And Tim Stock was here.
How about Fiona?
Fiona, I said Fiona. I think I must have said Fiona. Cardinal Sin stopped by too.
He did.
Yep. And of course, I had to have said Hungry Boy. I'm sure.
Said Geoff.
Geoff. Yeah, we got you. Yeah,
JT Kirk.
Hungry Boy. Yeah, I think we got everyone. I think that's everyone.
JT Kirk.
I think I said JT Kirk, and if I didn't, I'm saying it now. JT Kirk. Yep.
Well.
Yep. But thank you, everyone. It's been a special night.
And Lemon Rod.
I hope.
And Lemon Pie.
Yep. Oh, Lemon Pie. Miss Lemon Pie.
How about Joseph
Gotta
Dredd?
love Lemon Pie. I did say Joseph Dredd.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I said that. Yep.
Yeah. Just being thorough. You
Yeah.
know, just being sure.
You don't want to miss anyone. Yep. Especially when you say you're going to call people out. Yep. Oh, Courtney, you're going for burgers now?
Right.
Hopefully made everyone hungry
I thought
tonight, right?
someone said they were making burgers. So.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You got Brian Hepburn.
Yep. Brian and Buddy were here. Yep.
And
yep.
Buddy. Buddy
and
Epson.
Buddy was here too. Yep. So thank
You
you,
got
Buddy. Yep.
Pat S.
Oh, and Pat S. Jeez. My goodness gracious. How could I forget Pat S. who was on this panel? See? It gets scary how bad your memory gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dad
Pat
Man,
S.
of course.
Dad Man, yep. But thank you.
About Mr. Angel.
I think I said Mr. Angel, but yeah, we don't want to. We can mention him twice. Yep.
Fanty Outsider. Did you get him?
Fanty. Yep.
Okay, so probably
think we
doing
got-
good then. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I think we're pretty good. And if I missed you, I apologize and hail to all the lurkers, everyone who watches this on the replay. Thank you for doing that.
and you got Maddie's daddy, of course.
Maddie's dad, of course. Yep. So why don't we go around the horn real
Dave C?
quick and say what? And who'd you say, Eric?
Dave C.
Oh, and Dave. Yeah, Dave.
Dave C
yeah.
was here. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
think
Dave.
so.
I think did Dave give me a super chat? Yeah, Dave. I think I mentioned him
he
with the
did.
super chat. Yep. Thank you, Dave, again for the super chat.
What about,
Yep,
what
yep.
about Tiltawait?
That's my friend Brian. Yep, I said tilt-a-way. Yep, be careful. It's a dangerous spell. Don't say it too often. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not. It was
10 to
gamey
100
on that
damage.
one. Yeah, it was kind of gamey on that. I wasn't
Wizardry.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah, I
probably
think-
solid if you got Real Wade Nation, you know.
I think we did it. And if
Did ya?
if we
J-Man was
forgot
here.
anyone, say
J-Man
J-Man
was here earlier, buddy. So
Yeah, yep.
and Wagner even, and Zax,
Zax, yep.
and Gap.
You had
Gap was
everybody. I missed
We had
you
everyone
twice.
here. Yep.
What a group.
So, Clobber Times, do you have a topic for Monday night? You're doing the J-Man Legion comic, right?
Well, yeah.
Somewhat
By the way, don't
review?
forget a Polymies minion. I don't know if you got her, but
Oh yeah, yep. And
and the
the
pupper.
pepperoni, yep.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow at 6 p.m. 7 Eastern, I'll be over at the Great J-Man's channel. We'll be reviewing 3 more issues of our Legion and our Legion of Superheroes, and our ongoing mission to review all of that from the Silver Bronze Age, 58 to 89. And then I'll just have a basic open Monday Night Mark C. Geeks talk tomorrow night. So, yep. And then the rest of the week, I'll be streaming everywhere. Tom's place a couple times, Loki's, mine, Nick's. You know, there we go.
Yep. Awesome. Yep. So I'll be on Toxic Tuesday. We're doing one of the all-time
Yeah.
great movies of all time, Dumb and Dumber. I got to
Oh,
start
boy.
clipping it
Oh
because I
my
got a busy
goodness, no way.
Tuesday. I got a lot of
That's
stuff
in
going on
Colorado.
Tuesday night.
That's funny.
You had make sure you had. Did you have an extra pair of gloves? You had an extra pair of gloves the whole time. Oh, I just love that. Oh, when that spotted owl gets taken out, I just love the.
Hey, you see this? Right, Bart needs to create a spreadsheet for all the chat in the chat.
That's a good idea.
He's a
Actually,
spreadsheet man now. He'll probably do that.
Oh, and Papa Cotton. I
Papa
forgot to say
Cotton.
Papa Cotton. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Courtney.
There you go, Courtney.
Yeah, you said Papa Cotton. Thank you for stopping by, Papa Cotton. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So so Toxic Tuesday, Dumb and Dumber, probably in the top 5 greatest movies of all time. I think.
Wow, that's a little high.
A little high, but you tell me there's a chance
like
it's
it, but-
in the top 5.
For
It's just
dumb
one of those.
comedies, I would maybe say that, but or maybe top 20.
Even
for
comedies,
dumb.
no, but all right, I like it.
Top
It's
20 for dumb.
it's just one of those movies that like Steve doesn't like Blues Brothers, doesn't do it for him. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
Just,
I like Dumb and Dumber. I mean,
yeah, no, but I mean, it's just one of my. I
got you.
Sure think. Yeah, you got. It's just one of my personal favorites. I gotta start clipping that. Clipping it because I want to have a lot of those funny.
Get the clipping.
Get the clipping on that one. A lot of fun ones
Oh,
that night.
yeah.
And Tuesday, I'm out a lot during the day, so
yeah.
I gotta get that one going. Yep. Joan Hex says, I hate goodbyes. Yep.
I know.
And then of course we'll have the Clubhouse on Thursday night and back
Yes,
to
sir.
Saturday Night Star Trek. Looking forward to that. So
Thank you.
Yep. So all right, everyone. Well, let's. We almost hit the 4-hour mark, but this was a lot of fun tonight. And thanks again to all the people who super chatted and helped me hit that milestone. Eric K, Courtney, Clobbering Time, Maddie's daddy, everyone in the chat that I mentioned. Yeah, you guys have all been. It's been special to be able to hang out with everyone. I always appreciate. You don't have to, spend your Sunday evening with us. You could be somewhere else. You could be watching sports ball. You could be doing a lot of other stuff. So. Really appreciate everyone hanging out with us and having this few hours of fun time talking about what we like and sometimes we don't like, and hopefully everyone's hungry, but don't eat this late at night, people. If, not good for you
unless you're me.
Yeah. And again, Eric, it's great to have you on. Hope you keep on that path to getting better, and glad you're taking those first steps, because we're worried about you. So glad you're doing better, and hopefully the next few weeks will be even better for you. So thank you for being here.
So.
Yep. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Yep.
And JT Kirk, yes, exactly what you said. I totally agree.
Let's see. Is he quoting some Klingon there?
I have no idea.
I think that's Klingon. Is that Klingon
okay.
or is that something else? Or let me know, JT
I
Kirk.
only know because Pete
He is
told me
fluent
to
in
sing a
Klingon.
song one time.
He is fluent in Klingon. We know that.
He is fluent in Klingon. Yeah, yeah. Well, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, yeah.
I was doing something cool like
Yeah.
that.
All right, everyone. So you're probably sick of us by now, right? We should get out of here, right? So I'm gonna put the overlay on, and I gotta play the engineering clip one more time. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I'm an engineer, not a magician.
Jake, if I never see another clam,
It'll be too soon.
Oh, that anti-clam hatred. I got to give that episode an F. But thank you, everyone. Catch you on the next Sunday Night Geekery. Yep, everyone have a fantastic week, and thanks for being here.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.